The ruined city of Hive Ferrum lies overgrown and forgotten. Its manufactorums hiding lost treasures the leagues of Votan have come to reclaim. But the silence is broken by the World Eaters, who have turned the rusting city into a hunting ground. Among the vine-choked ruins in the shattered industry, cold purpose meets berserk fury, where reclaiming the past means surviving the slaughter. Let's go to war.
Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Dice. I'm Sam, and today I'm with my main man, Carl. How are you doing, Carl?
I'm good, buddy, yeah. Doing really well, thank you. It's been a little while since I've been on, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I tell you what, mate, it's going to be a good one, because you have got a brand new army.
I have, yeah. So my friends kindly, depending on your point of view, bought me, for my birthday, bought me the Votan Codex and a Hecaton Land Fortress. Just put it in my lap in the pub and said, right, there you go. And of course, I've taken it and run with it. And so we're 1,500 points later. This is where we're at, this is how far we got.
Yeah, and that is why we're doing a 1,500 point game today, just because you couldn't get 2,000 done in time for this date.
It's getting there. You know what I mean? It's getting. I've got in my head. I know what I'm going to build for the next 500. So watch this space, and we'll hopefully have a full 2K one.
I tell you what, though, you did it at some speed.
Yes, mate. Is that a short joke? Yeah.
It started already. We've been talking about this off cam, haven't we?
We have. Yeah. No, we both said like how important painting is for us. So I've just recently moved house, and obviously quite stressful, and we've got stressful jobs and all the rest of it. So picking up a paintbrush at the end of the day is something I genuinely look forward to. Like I felt the difference of not being able to do that. So
yeah,
it's really good for you. You know, obviously your mental health, but also just your state of mind. You can focus in, shut the noise down a little bit of everything else. So it's been a pleasure. Yeah, it really has been good. It's one of those armies where you get the models in hand and they're so detailed. They've obviously like put it together with a lot of passion and a lot of thought about how it actually works and how it's going to look. So yeah, it's been a really good range to work on. Like.
Such a cool army, like. And so basically you're saying this hasn't been a slog to do, it's just sort of been part of the routine and you've just got it knocked out and enjoyed doing it.
Definitely, yeah. There's always the next thing in the painting queue to get to, you know what I mean? Like we've all got our piles of shame, right? But
that's it. That's why you're a regular on the channel.
This is it, yeah.
I've got a list of armies, Donna, that we haven't had on the channel yet. So things like Custodes we've never had on, Emperor's Children. And now and then I put in our group, there's Carl, Ranny and Chuey in there. And they're all very easy to manipulate into getting a new army. So
right. It's the first time hearing of this, obviously. So yeah,
exactly.
But mates, mate. But
you know what I mean. It's clearly working because Leagues of Votan was on that list. So
it is. Yeah, it's that little mind worm in it just sitting in there. So thanks for that, Sam.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. Today he's going to be going against the World Eaters. The Iron Butchers are out in force, so it's that classic punchy versus shooty matchup, isn't it?
It is, mate. Yeah, it's can I keep you away long enough to shoot you full of holes. It's a scary prospect, man. Just looking across the table and it's just violence everywhere.
Oh yeah. I'm kind of terrified of your guns. I think you're probably one of the best shooty armies in the game. Especially with some of the combos you've got in strats.
Yeah, it's so I'm just learning Votan at the minute, so I'm just kind of figuring out how things work and the synergies of stuff. But it can feel a bit coin flippy because hitting on fours, obviously, you know, inherently that's just a 50-50. So there's things you have to do to try and kind of mitigate that a little bit. But I don't know if I'm a good enough player to do that with this army yet. So we'll.
I hope not, mate. I hope not.
Cheers, man. Appreciate that.
So it's going to be classic World Eaters. Trying to tear apart the Space Dwarfs. Before we start the game, big shout out to the members. They all are you absolute legends, all 30 of yous. And we've got 30 of yous because we've got a giveaway going on at the minute.
That's it, mate, yeah.
Basically, I'm going to try and do this every like 3 or 4 months, give or take, just depending on my situation at the time. But I am going to try my best just to give a bit more back to the members. At the minute, it's the Lords of Maelstrom box. Nice. It's under there if you want to quickly show it off.
Yes, mate.
Carl, we didn't plan this in advance, but come on, Carl. Come on.
Put me on the spot.
Put you on the spot, but there we go. A beautiful Lords of Maelstrom box. And it's a nice box. Got some
nice
really
belt
cool
to that, mate. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
You're actually a member, so you never know, Carl.
That would look very sus, wouldn't it?
That would look very sus, but I am doing it fair. It's just going to be I say I know, but I've actually put it in Chewy's hands to rig up some sort of way of picking it.
Sweet. Okay. Cool.
So you're going to see that at the end of this month. we're going to do that.
Nice. And that box is definitely full, isn't it? It's not full of rocks or anything.
It might be missing a few models, but you get something for free, even if it's just a box.
Hey, happy days.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, can't argue, mate.
So if you want to become a member, you might miss out, because this video is going to go out quite late in the month. You might miss out on the Lords of Maelstrom box, but I am going to try my best to do as much giveaways as I can. I'm even thinking just some daft giveaways, so stuff like in my backlog. So nice. I've got a lot of boxes that I'm planning on putting on eBay, but I just thought I could just give them to members. It might be just a random, for example, a random intercessor squad. You might not collect Space Marines, but if you win it, it's an intercessor squad that you could start an army, you could sell yourself and make 20, 30 quid out of it. So I'm thinking of things like that as well.
To my Orky heart as a kit bash as well.
Exactly.
You can, like, this is Orky anyway, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. And being a member really, really does help the channel out. Them donations each month massively help. I've just currently put a commission in for a new terrain set. I won't go too much into detail because I want it to be a little surprise for you. So all the money that does come in goes back out on the channel, just so it's more content and fresher content for yourselves. So I do really appreciate that. If you can't afford it, just subscribing, liking, commenting, and typing's the new one.
It's a new one,
all that really helps as well, because it just pushes the algorithm. It gets my channel seen more, which then could draw a couple more members. So you are indirectly, by not being a member, you still technically could draw in more members, which is still then revenue coming in with things like ads as well. So all that massively helps without you spending a penny. So happy days,
Magic, yeah.
So let's get into this game, Carl. That's enough waffling from me, enough advertising.
Let's see if you can cut this down to size.
Here we go, World Eater fans. 1,500 points of the Iron Butchers. I haven't had these lads out for a while, so I'm pretty excited to play them. Basically, World Eaters, army rule, Blessings of Khorne. So you roll 8 dice, beginning of the battle round, and you get bonuses, depending on your results. You get to pick 2 of them, and then they'll last to your next battle round until you roll them 8 dice again. Then the detachment I've taken today, it's not Berserker Warband. I know that is just the best one, but I'm going to try the Gortrak Onslaught. That's the sort of vehicle transport detachment. It's got some really nice tricks and stratagems. I feel like they suffer from the sort of orc problem where they always sort of resort back to Berserker Warband. With the orcs, you always resort back to the Warhorde. It's just the best one. It stands out the most. But you have to try these other detachments and see what they can do. And like I say, this one does have some really nice tricks. So basically, the detachment rule is if I disembark from a vehicle, they get Lance and +1 to charge. So that's pretty nice, isn't it? Lance, that's +1 to wound, and then that +1 to charge. Just make it a bit more reliable, them charges. And then, like I say, they've got some really, really nice strats. I'll probably go through them in the game. So let's go through this army. So we'll start off with the main man himself, Lord Karnak. He is the warlord on this battlefield. He is using the datasheet of Kharn the Betrayer. Obviously, he's got the axe, Gorechild, and he's got his plasma pistol, so it fits nicely. He is leading a unit of 10 Berserkers. So he gives his unit reroll hit rolls of 1, reroll wound rolls of 1 in melee. He kills his models if they don't make a charge. And he, on a 2+, he stands back up after he's died with 3 wounds remaining, I believe. So he's quite hard to kill. He's, like I say, he's leading a unit of 10 Berserkers. Berserkers get the Blood Surge move. So if the shot in one of the models out of that unit die, they can move D6 plus 2 inches towards the closest enemy unit. And they can end up in combat, which is nice. They've also got an icon in there. So if they kill a unit, they get an extra dice to roll for the Blessings of Khorne. And they've got 2 Eviscerators in there. So they're the 2 heavy weapons. That's that unit. They're going to be flying about in a Rhino. So Rhinos, they've got the bolters on, and they've got that missile thing, what's it called? A Havoc Launcher, I believe. And the Rhino's ability is, if an enemy unit ends a move within 9 inches, then the unit can disembark. I don't know if I ever would really do that. It'd have to be a really certain situation for me to do that, but yeah, that's its ability. Then next unit, we've got the Master of Executions leading another unit of 10 Berserkers. So Master of Executions,
he's basically just some extra damage for that unit. He doesn't actually do much for them. What he does is you can re-roll the advance rolls and re-roll the blood surge rolls. So a little bit of extra movement. Also, when he's going against a character unit, he can re-roll hits and wounds, which is nice. And he has precision on that big axe as well. I've also given the enhancement Infernal Infusion. Basically, it gives him fights first once per game. So that's pretty nasty. If them dwarfs want to hit me in combat, they have to be prepared to get hit first by that big axe. And like I say, Berserkers, I've told you all their rules exactly the same as the other unit of 10 Berserkers. And these are going to be flying about in another Rhino. So the Rhino, exactly the same rules as the other Rhinos. It's got its Havoc Launcher, its bolters, and it has the ability to disembark within 9 inches. Then we'll go to the 8-bound. These are Exalted 8-bound, getting led by a Slaughterbound. So Exalted 8-bound in a Slaughterbound. The Slaughterbound, basically, I can bring one of them back, 8-bound back to life in my command phase. I'll probably forget it, or it probably won't come up. If they're going to get hit, they usually lose the unit. If they're going to get hit hard, it's not often people just shoot pitter-patter fire at them. So it might come up, it might not. But he is just an absolute punchy lunatic on the battlefield. He gets an extra 3 attacks in devastating wounds once per game, which is putting him on a lot of attacks. He's a little bit better in the Berserker Warband, but so is the whole army. So that unit, them Exalted 8-bound get extra damage when they're against vehicles or monsters, which means the Slaughterbound also does. So they'll go up to damage 3 when they're hitting vehicles or monsters, which they're going to be aiming for. And they're going to be flying about in a Land Raider. So I know this sort of defeats the object, because if they jump out and get the Lance keyword, if they're going against vehicles and monsters, it doesn't matter anyway. But there's other stuff that I like for this unit. So they don't have to deep strike 9 inches away. I don't have to worry about that, because they're going to be in a Land Raider. So they can basically hit whatever vehicle or monster they want. They'd still get that +1 to the charge, which is nice. So I can sort of guarantee like a missile attack into an enemy vehicle. And there's also strats, which basically at the end of the fight phase, they can jump back in the vehicle. There's strats where the vehicle can move through terrain. So there's really good stuff like that. And I've also the Slaughterbound an enhancement called Murderous Onslaught, which is they can't be fired Overwatch on them. So they can jump out and I know they're going to be safe. And that was only 5 points, that enhancement. So that's really, really good. But that's only when they disembark from a vehicle. It's not all the time. So if I can jump out, kill something, use a strat to jump back in, and then I can sort of just keep doing that all game until the Land Raider falls. So Land Raider, that gets 8 shots with its las cannons, as long as it's in rapid fire range, which is 24 inches. So that's actually some really good shooty threat from the World Eaters, because I don't have much shooting in this army. I am going to be buying the Defiler. I have pre-ordered it, so it should be here soon. So there's some more shooty that you'll eventually see for these lads. But yeah, so 8 las cannon shots. It has its heavy bolter. It has normal bolters on there, and it has a Havoc Launcher. So very shooty. Hitting on 4s, but is what it is. I got all that rapid fire to make up for it. The ability for the Land Raider is I can disembark after it's moved and still charge, which is nice. So that is the Land Raider. Then we'll go to sort of the followers of Tzeentch and the demon engines and that. So I'll start off with some cultists. These are jackals. These are the chaff unit, get sticky objectives, and they can just run off and do a bit of screening, things like that. They've got an icon in there, which, like I say, is if they're a killer unit, I get an extra dice for my Blessings of Khorne. So that's pretty nice. I can't really see them killing many units, but you never know. So that's them, jackals. Then we've got some spawn. So 2 spawn. These lads are fantastic. Not as good in Core-Track Onslaught, because obviously they don't get the extra attack and the extra strength on the charge, but they are still decent. So They can advance and charge. They get Scout 8. They move 10, so they're very, very fast. Really good trading unit. And they actually are quite hard to kill. They get a feel no pain, 5 up, so they are quite tough to punch through. I'm sure the Leagues of Votan guns won't worry too much about them. But if they're shooting them, they're taking shots off my more important stuff. And then last but not least, we have a Mauler Fiend. So this is a brand new model, fresh off the painting desk. Let's hope it doesn't get new model syndrome today. The Mauler Fiend, what does he do? So basically he's a demon engine. He gets his demon save, which is nice, the 5 up invuln. His abilities are, if the enemy units are below starting strength, then I get +1 to the charge against it, and I get +1 to hit against it. If they're below their below half of the starting strength, word Sam, then he gets +2 to charge and +1 to hit and +1 to wound against it. So if he gets that scent of blood from a unit, he can really, really punch it. So he's got his fists. I've given him the little tentacle things instead of the shooty things because World Eaters, combat, we love it. And that's that unit. So fingers crossed he survives. I'm going to slip Carl a 5 at the beginning of this game so he just doesn't shoot him and I can actually do something with him. But then again, Carl's whole army are brand new models. I don't think he's played this army yet, so it might be new army syndrome for Carl. Let's see. But that's the army. Let's look at that Leagues of Votan army. Here we go, 1,500 points of the Leagues of Votan. Carl, brand new army, mate. You've just painted all this up, haven't you?
Yes, mate. I've been slaving away. Yeah, it was my birthday in November last year, and I got from very irresponsible friends of mine gave me the Votan Codex and the Land Fortress and said, right, here's a new army. And then you know how it goes. 6 months later, we're where we are. So yeah, new. Not this will be the first time they're running out, and so we'll see how they go. It's a whole army of newly painted model syndrome.
Nice. So I'm hoping that comes into play today, and you just get squished turn 1. But I am a little bit scared of Votan. I know what the shooting can do. I've been on the receiving end of it before, and it isn't pretty. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about your army rule, your detachment, things like that? Yeah, sure thing, buddy. Yeah, so we've gone with the Knee Guard Oath Band, which I'm probably butchering that, but that's how it's written, so that's how I'm going to say it. So the you get a rule which is sort of split in half with Votan. So you start off in what's called hostile acquisition. So at the start of the game, and until you get 7 yield points, you in this hostile acquisition, and yield points are a resource that Votan get. And as you hold objectives, kill units, basically take territory in the board, you get these yield points like they're generated for you. So every command phase, I'll get yield points if I'm holding objectives or moved out onto the table, or with my detachment as well, I get them if I kill units. So it's a resource that builds up over time. And if you're at 6 or less, you're in hostile acquisition. So the idea being that at the start of the game, when you're looking to move out to the table and take territory, you're a little bit faster. So you get to reroll advances and charges, and you hit a little bit better onto objectives. So if I'm shooting at something on an objective, I get +1 to hit. So say you've got a unit on objective, I hit it, I'm going to be hitting on 3s. Yeah. And then once I hit 7, so as a threshold of yield points in either command phase, once I hit 7 or more, you flip from what's called hostile acquisition into fortified takeover, which means that I then get +1 to hit if I'm on an objective that I control. So instead of shooting onto an objective that you're on, as long as I'm on an objective, I can shoot anything and get +1 to hit against it. So the idea being that I'm like holding the territory that I've got, you know, and sort of fighting off people coming back to claim it. And the other half of that is that if you're shooting at me and your strength is bigger than my toughness, I get -1 to wound. So a bit more difficult to shift. Doesn't count with vehicles, because I think a hecaton with that would be a little bit obnoxious. But it might be quite strong,
just for infantry bikes, it gets a little bit more protection. So yeah, you push into the board, and then once you've got the territory, you try and hold it. Yeah. So a nice easy rule, huh? Yeah, great. In fact, it's taken me 2 minutes to explain it. Yeah,
literally 2 minutes 40 seconds.
Yeah, magic. There you go.
So that is, it's quite it sounds more complicated than it is. I think as you're playing it, it's kind of just, you basically just get +1 hit if I'm on an objective, or later on in the game if you're on an objective. Yeah, I could have just saved 2 minutes and 40 seconds and said that, couldn't I? And then like your -1 to wound, things like that. So we'll explain it as the game goes on. So I like the army rule, it's really cool. What's your detachment rule, Matt?
So the detachment rule is that I get a yield point every time I kill a enemy unit. So every time I kill one of your units, whatever it is, I get a yield point, which makes me get them faster. And it's a resource that obviously you want to get above 7, but then there's also a couple of strats I've got that get better if you spend yield points. So there's something that's nice to have in your pocket, like to, turbocharge your strats a little bit as well.
Yeah, nice. So you basically, the detachment just builds up them yield points quicker, doesn't it?
Yeah, I figured if I'm going to start playing a new army, I want to make it nice and simple to start with. So this is basically the update of the index detachment.
Yeah.
So it's the most straightforward one, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd go with this, and then once I get to know them a little bit better, I can start branching out into some stuff. There's quite a cool one that's based on transport, so a little bit like your army now, where when you get out of transports, you get sustained 1 in your shooting.
Nice.
So I've not really got the models for it at the minute, but that's something I'm maybe looking to sort of have a go with. So you've got transports flying around the board, lads jumping out, blazing away with loads of DACA.
Yeah.
And, don't tell them I said that, because they're not big fans of it today. So I'll try some different stuff out, but for now, just keep it nice and simple. Like.
Yeah, I like it. Cool. So let's go through this army. So where do you want to start, Carl?
So we can start at the front if you like, mate. So I've got my Iron Master, who's the lad in the middle with his little robot mates. So he's going to be my warlord for this game. He's got the only enhancement in the list as well, which means if I don't get a yield point during that turn for whatever reason, he gives me a yield point. So it slowly ticks up. So just in case I'm not holding objectives or I'm not able to pick one up from anything else, then it gives me a little resource.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's the warlord of my sort of kin band that I've got going on. So the headcanon for him is that he's this kind of he's this kind of guild master where he's off sort of exploring the universe, basically just out looking for wealth and kind of tech and whatever.
And that's why he's here on this planet, I guess.
Yeah, totally. And he's brought his sort of his mates with him, but he's brought his protection with him as well. So older players or people know their Scott squat lore. They have these things called land trains, which are these like enormous miles long trains that they have that they kind of travel around in. So you pull kind of guards from that and protective detail and whatever, and you basically keeps him secure while he's off sort of swanning around different planets looking for
oh, nice,
looking for wealth and things to kind of pay them all, basically. Like
I like it.
He's sitting in a unit behind him, which is the Thunderkin, who've got conversion beamers, which is a Votan specific weapon. It's a slightly strange gun. It's damage 3. It's only strength 5 though, but it's got the conversion rule. So if you're shooting at something between 12 and 24 inch range, lethals go off on 4s. So you can give them sustained hits as well. Yeah, so it can be super nasty. Like it's this little weird kind of window that you've got of damage that you're going to try and hit that 12 and 24 inch range.
But whenever it touches, it pretty much shreds.
It should do. Yeah.
And these are lethal as well, right?
Lethal as well, yeah. So they can be super nasty. Like, but if you get within that 12 inch range, they just drop to damage 5. Drop to strength 5.
Just drop to damage 5. Yeah,
casually.
Nothing to worry about.
So you can basically get close enough to them that the conversion rule doesn't kick in. So they're trying to keep your arm's length a little bit.
Then what does the leader give to them?
So the Iron Master gives them reroll wound rolls of 1, and he can potentially pick one up if they're wounded. You can also heal the Land Fortress or the Sagittar, the other vehicle in the army.
Nice.
He's a bit like a sort of big mech. He's got that ability to put wounds back on vehicles, but we'll see if it comes up. So go back again. The Land Fortress is the big red thing that's sitting behind them there. If you think about it like a Votan Land Raider, you're not going to go too far wrong. So T12, 2 up save. It's got a decent gun on the top. Hitting on 4, so it's a little bit of a coin flip, but if it does hit, it can punch quite a lot of damage through. So they're going to be rolling around in that. I was saying to Sam before the game, that's like a third of my army in one go there. So if that goes away early doors, I'm in trouble.
I think all my army's going to be going for that combo right there.
It is a big red sort of thing as well. It may as well have an arrow on the top saying "Come and kill this."
100%. Yeah.
So that's the warlord and his sort of bodyguard unit, if you like, riding in the fortress. And then to their right, so our left, you've got the Terminator equivalent. So they're with a Carl. So Carl is like a leader, like a boss, basically.
So you are talking about the model still here, aren't you?
I was going to say that.
You're talking about yourself here.
Real life reflecting there, a little bit. So the Carl is, basically like a captain equivalent, I guess. He gives them lethal hits, so he gives the models lethal hits, and if they destroy an enemy unit, they get an extra yield point. So he gives them a little bit of an ability to.
So they get a yield point for your detachment and an extra one for that's
so if they kill a unit, you get 2. Yeah, so and like I say, he gives them lethals. He's a bit punchy in combat as well. He has got a teleport crest, which means that he gives that to the unit so they can all deep strike in.
Nice.
And they've got the Terminators with like a 5 up invul, not a 4. So They've got 2 wounds as well. They're not quite as tough, but again, the sort of Votan equivalent. They have got decent guns. They've got plasma guns, which are basically always supercharged, but they're not hazardous, so you can drop in. And the Hearthguard themselves have the rule where if they're shooting at something that's the closest target, you can reroll hit rolls of 1. So they can be quite consistent with their shooting. So they're quite a punchy unit to drop in. They hit on 3s naturally. So
nice. So they're good at shooting. I'm guessing they're good in combat as well. I can see a few hammers and that.
Power fist equivalents, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so they can be pretty good.
Nice.
To their side of them, to their right, and obviously on the other side of the army, you've got 2 units of berserks, which are the half-naked lads. Don't know why they think that's a good idea to run around in a world with las cannons and whatever in it.
All the tech there, I've got
tops on.
they don't wear any tops there.
Sun's out, guns out, eh? So 2 units of them, the lads with the darker skin tone have got axes, which give them a bit more AP, and the guys with the hammers have got anti-monster vehicle 3-up on their weapons. Both units of berserks are running around by themselves. They've got a little bit of shooting, which is something called a mole launcher, which fires like grenades basically underground. And if they hit a unit with that unit can't overwatch them. So there's a little bit of synergy there. They can hit a unit, turn off the overwatch, and then charge in, for example. Yes, 2 units of them. They also fight on death on a 4-up, which, so if you, obviously, like an army like yours, they're going to be going in and steamrolling them. But yeah, they've got Feel No Pain 4-up, 1 wound, so a little bit more fragile than they look kind of thing. But they fight on death on a 4-up. But if I'm in Fortify Takeover, which is the second half of my army rule, they fight on death on a 3-up. So they add that little bit of extra, capability of fighting if you kill them.
Yeah.
Then behind those 2 squads of berserks, we've got 2 squads of bikes. So the bikes are my sort of fast element because, not to be too stereotypical here, but dwarves are not known for their speed, are they? And so these guys are my sort of speedy units. They've got decent shooting, a load of autocannons on them. They've got scouts 9, 12-inch move. They're in 2 squadrons of 3, and they've got a rule where if they're within 9 inches of a table edge and not within engagement range at the end of your turn, I can pick them up and put them in reserves. So uppy downy, yeah. So 2 squads with uppy downy. They're also screening as well, so they can be quite handy for like blocking up the table kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I think we've just got we've got the Sagittar at the back, which is the smaller tank. It's the one with the grey armour. That's essentially a rhino transport. It has got a las cannon equivalent on the roof, so you can put out a little bit of decent shooting. What that's done is that's meant I can split my squads of Hearthkin, which are the troops choice that I've got in the army, split them into 2 squads of 5. So you've got 1 squad of 5 which are bare bones, which is just going to sit on an objective. The other squad of 5 are with another character called Uthar the Destined. He's a named character in the army, so he's sitting with the other squad of 5 that got split from the transport, and he gives he can change a hit roll, wound roll, or saving throw to a 6 once a turn, if you spend a yield point. But his main rule is that he gives any unit within 12, you can give them the ability to -1 CP from their strat use.
Nice.
So he's got that, just drop a strat down to either 0 or 1, depending on what's going on.
Yeah.
There isn't another way of doing that in Votan, so he's quite important to have that bit of efficiency. Yeah. And then just a couple of lone up characters running around. So in front of the squad of Hearthkin, you've got the lad with the hammer and the shield, like the Votan. He's basically like a lone up lieutenant, but he's got a decent hammer. It's like an anti-tank weapon, and he basically runs around on his own, just smashing people. You can put him with a unit, but the lethal hits that you get from the Carl with the Terminators is more helpful.
Yeah.
He gives himself +1 to advance and charge, and his hammer is something like strength 12, D6 +1 damage. So he
can actually probably take out a rhino on his own sort of thing.
Yeah, he could have a decent crack at it. He's got these mass driver thrusters on his back, these big engines which drive him forward, so he does mortal wounds on the charge as well.
Oh, nice.
So he's a bit of a cannonball. And then the lad with all the Tyranid armour on his back, he's the other named character in the list. He's called Buri Agnesson. Apologies to any Scandinavian people watching. His whole thing is he's called the twice devoured or thrice devoured. He's basically been eaten by Tyranids and spat out a couple of times. So think about like Mosrog from the Orcs. He's kind of the Votan version of that. He gets back up on a 2-up. He's got lone up and stealth, so he does roll around on his own. He's gotten a little bit unhinged from being digested by various Tyranid beasties and stuff. And he's got a surge move as well, a little bit like yours. So if you shoot him and he loses any wounds, then he rolls a D6 +2 and makes a surge move, essentially like your berserkers do.
He can end up in combat and all exactly the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So he's just a little bit of a distraction, sort of card effects rolling about, you know.
And lots of, even these lone operatives, really good point scorers, things like that, so they can sort of jump around the outside the battlefield.
This is it, mate. Yeah. They can just, you know, get in the way. They can screen out. They can do objectives. You know, you basically want them hitting things, but if they're scoring your points, then
so it's win-win sort of thing.
Yeah, and that's it. That's your 1500. Not quite on the nose, I'm afraid. So yeah, no internet points to me.
Yeah, I don't think mine's on the nose either, to be fair. So we're both losers, I guess.
We'll see, mate.
Yeah. So
we'll see if the dice gods like a whole army full of new painted models, shall we?
That's it. Let's get into that game. So here we go. The cards have been, I'd say drawn, but let's face it, they're being picked because we've got a daily dice special. Dawn of War, Taken Hold. I love these two just because they're so simple. You've just got over here, you've got the World Eaters. Over there, you've got the Leagues of Votan. Objective marker in each deployment zone, 3 in no man's land. Yeah, nice and easy. And the secret is when I'm at this side of the battlefield, it's easier to record because all the lights in the house are over here at this side. So that's why you won't see me starting at this side of the battlefield. Taking Hold. Every objective marker you hold, you get 5 points for it. To a maximum of 15, starting from battle round 2 onwards. So battlefield is set in this overgrown city that fell years ago. The World Eaters are basically have been getting the prey to come into this city. Could be civilians, weak, little explorationary fleets. Is that a word? Explorationary?
It is now, mate.
Explorationary fleets that have been landing here. And the World Eaters have been tearing them apart and spilling blood, sort of ambushing as much as they can. They weren't expecting some Leagues of Votan to come and look for some old tech that they had here, but praise prayer, you know. So this is the battlefield. We've got a objective marker in each deployment zone, so 1 here and 1 there, and then we've got 3 in no man's land. So there's 1 here, 1 here, and 1 on the outskirts of the city over here. As far as terrain goes, this big wall here, we're just going to say is cover when you shoot through it. Otherwise, there's just been a little bit too much cover on this battlefield. So this is kind of a massive open shooting lane. So ideally, I don't want to be going anywhere near that objective. And really, I don't really want to be going near that because it's just firing lanes. But then if I'm only going for that in this one, then I'm not going to win the game because Carl will have 3 and I'll have 2 all game. So I think we're going to be fighting over that one quite a lot, Carl.
So fighting over the middle objective, that sounds pretty 40k to me.
That sounds pretty 40k to me. And it's not too much longer and we won't even be fighting over these objective markers anymore.
No, this is it. We were having a chat, weren't we, about 11th edition obviously is on the horizon, so we'll all have to hold tight and see what that brings us.
Yeah, be fighting over actual objectives, won't we? Which will be nice. So basically, everything's obscuring besides from this big wall along here. That's just line of sight blockage. Not line of sight blockage, that's just, you get armour as it goes through. The benefit of cover. I can't speak today, Carl. I feel like I'm having maybe some sort of minor stroke or something along them lines, but we'll make it to the end of the game. We'll make it. So that's all the terrain. I've deployed Lord Karnak in some lads in that Rhino there. We've got the Exalted 8-bound in the Slaughterbound in this Land Raider there. We've got some Spawn in the New Model Syndrome front line in it. Probably a big mistake, but you got to do what you got to do. Got some Jackals here to stick some objectives and run off. And over here, we have the Master of Executions in some Berserkers there. We've got nothing in Deep Strike. Carl, what have you done, mate?
So yeah, I've deployed sort of more across this side of the board because obviously there's a lot of horrible melee crap over there. I don't want anything to do with that, thanks. So got a squad of bikes on the front line here. They can scout 9, so they can do a bit of zipping around before the game starts. Got the Honky Tonk in the middle, which has got the Thunderkin and the Ironmaster in it. We've agreed that you can go through the wall through this central part here. So it's going to just be pushing up just to give me that sort of control, hopefully, of that open ground.
Yeah.
Got another unit of bikes in the middle. And then we've got Sticky Objective Hearthkin at the back here just to sticky my home and leg it, which I'm sure you're going to be doing the same over yours.
Yeah.
Champions just next to them to give them a little bit of more punch and a little bit of a counter threat potentially. Then you've got Sagittar with the other half of the Hearthkin squad sitting between the 2 pieces of terrain. Buri Agnesson, again, apologies Norwegian people, sitting in the building. Again,
in that terrain.
He's chosen that bit of wall that's hard enough to tuck his spear behind. And then a unit of berserks just in front of the building to push up into the middle. Another unit of berserks at the back here. And I have got some deep strike. I've got Terminators and the Carl in deep strike. And then obviously you've got Thunderkin in here, and you've got half a squad in the Sagittar as well.
Nice. I like it. Half a squad of half men. So should we roll to see who goes first?
Let's do it, mate, yeah.
The question is, are you wanting to go first or not?
Do you know what, mate? Probably not. I want you to come into the middle so I can shoot you.
Fair play. I think I'd like to go second as well.
All right.
So
worst of luck?
Yeah, worst of luck, my friend. A 3 and a 4. So I do get worst luck, I guess. World Eaters, turn 1. World Eaters, turn 1. We've got Tempting Targets, and I got Assassinate. So both of them are quite hard, especially with the Tempting Target Carl pick. So I got rid of Assassinate for my 1 CP, got Mark for Death. So basically, a Tempting Target, Carl picks an objective in no man's land for me to take at the end of my turn. Get 5 points for it. Mark for Death, Carl picks 3 of his units for me to kill. I get 5 points to them. And I pick 1 of Carl's units, and I get 2 points if I kill it. So basically what's happened is Carl picked that for Tempting Target. Of course he did. So I've had to pull out this Rhino with the Master Executions in to go and jump on it. It's not ideal because I was hoping they'd sort of stay tucked in or hidden. Or at least I was going to jump behind here and not be on the objective. So Carl didn't get +1 to hit it. I also thought, should I dump the Berserkers out here and just send the Rhino? But then the Berserkers are stuck behind here. They have to move all the way around here, all the way up there. It's kind of a suicide mission for them, but it's 5 points. And if by the odd chance it did survive, that'd be massive for me, because then I've got all them Berserkers and the Master Executions right in Carl's line. So we'll see. But it's moved forward anyway. It's probably going to take some pop shots into the Land Fortress with bolters and maybe shot the havoc into them bikers over there. Then the Jackals have stayed put. I was going to run into that mid objective and sticky this one, but the problem with that is I'm leaving this open for Carl's deep strikes, and I'm going on an objective that I'm not going to be holding in Carl's turn because he'll just kill him. Carl might get a secondary where he has to kill stuff off objectives. It's just daft. They're not going to hold it in my turn, so what's the point in just killing them? Then I've got the Mauler Fiend. He's just tucked into this. Carl will have shots, but I don't have to worry about his big scary stuff over there. So hopefully he'll survive my turn. Then it'll give me a chance to counter and go into that mid board. Over here, I've got the Land Raider. It can't draw a bead on anything, so that's sort of just tuck it in there. And it should be out of range of Carl's scary guns in Carl's turn. Then I've got Lord Karnak in this front tank, just staging for next turns. Then I've got the 2 spawn that have advanced up, got a 3, so they move a big 13, and they're going to go for my Gamma target. So I get 2 points for killing these Berserkers. It's asking quite a lot because spawn aren't exactly fantastic, but you never know. They'd definitely be better in Berserker Warband, put it that way. And then your mark for death targets, Carl, was that? Yeah,
so squad back there. It was the
right here?
Lone up, Buri Agnesson there, and the Fortress.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to actually charge him and get 5 points for it, but I don't want these here because they're just going to one bomb one of my vehicles. So it's basically whichever one you think's the best idea. Let me know in the comments which one you do, but I think I'm going to go for the Berserkers. It'll get me 2 points and they won't be smashing one of my vehicles apart. I think that's probably the best option. Let me know. So after the guns fall silent, absolutely nothing happened. These shot into the Fortress and then bikes for the Havoc. Nothing happened there. Then the bolters from the other Rhino shot into the Berserkers. Nothing happened there. I made the charge over here with the spawn, and Carl used a CP to heroically intervene with, what's this guy called?
It's called Buri Agnesson, I think. It's called Buri, yeah.
Cool. He heroically intervened. He is my mark for death target. So he's made it very, very tempting, but I am going to stick to the plan. Try and take out some Berserkers. So let's face it, I don't think I'm going to kill this unit, but let's just give it a go. So 2d6 plus 8. That is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 8. Carly, you've got any good at maths?
17.
17. Cool, let's get them dice. 17 attacks, hitting on 4s, but these are lethals and devastating because they're the Blessings of Corn that I took this turn. Hitting on 4. That doesn't look great. That does not look great. I've got a couple of lethals, all 2s, 1s, 2s and 3s, and then rolling for some 5s and 6s here to wound. I've got a few through, no lethals though, no devastating sadly, so that is 5 saves at -1. What is that save? 5 up?
Got a 5 up, yeah. So 6 ups to save on the armor.
6 ups.
So 1 and then
representing tabletop tactics
TT.
here.
Yeah. Way back in the day.
These are Lawrence's lucky dice, aren't they?
Well, on him they are, yeah. And then 4 ups, so you kill 2.
Great. Oh, the damage 2 of these.
Yeah, they've only got 1 wound, these lads.
Yes, you need to
Oh,
roll.
sorry.
Yeah,
yeah. So there was another...
You saved... So you want to...
I saved 1 on the armor, so there would have been 4 that gone through.
So you need to roll...
So I've rolled 4.
So you need to roll 2 more. So
Yeah.
any of these fills, there'll be another dead ones.
So that's 1 more.
1 more dead, yeah.
Cool.
So 3 berserkers die, see if they fight on death.
Yep, so on a 4 up, because I'm not in the hostile acquisition yet, so 2 of them do.
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
This could be some dead spawn. So this is all that's left. And then berserkers, but now they're about to fight on death, 2 of them.
That's it. So hitting on 4s. So that is...
See, that's better roll, isn't it? Than,
It's not bad.
Than mine, yeah.
It's not bad.
That's
They're anti-monster vehicle, which obviously you're not. A strength 5, you toughness...
that's a good question. Let's get back to you. Yeah, toughness 5, strength 5, so winning on 4s.
so
Please
4s.
roll worse than you did last time.
there you go,
That's
much
better.
worse. Yep, so
That's
just 1, -2.
6 up. That's
And
damage.
3 damage.
3, 5 ups. None of them. So 1's left on 1 wound remaining. So this guy,
Not even gonna...
His name is a little bit too complicated for
It's
my
got
little
those
brain.
little things above the A and all sorts, so it's, you know,
yeah,
who needs that in their life?
Yeah, so he's going to do his strike
Yes,
mode
yeah.
onto the spawn. It's a good job you wear Heroic Intervened here because you could wipe him out.
Well, hopefully, mate, yeah, but we'll see. So he's hitting on 2s, and that's a miss, and it's strength 12, so he's wounding on 2s. So that is 4, straight through. So
How much is
that's 3 damage each.
Ooh. And that's 4, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, this should be dead spawn. He is a punchy guy, this guy. So this is the 1-on-1 wounds. He is dead. Splat. And I've got 9 on the other one. I mean, the chances of me rolling a load of 5s is very slim, and he's dead as well. Spawns don't blow up, do they?
I hope not.
Roll a load of dice, they don't blow up. So that's some dead spawn. That was it's not ideal, is it? End of World Eater's turn 1. Attempting target, I get for 5 points. Mark for death, I'm going to get rid of for a CP. So yeah, not a great turn. It never was going to be turn 1. I'm just hoping that we can withstand a bit of firepower in the Leagues of Votan turn 1. Leagues of Votan turn 1. Area denial, no prisoners. So get me out the centre, have a unit in the centre, you get 5 points for it. That's exactly what you're doing, isn't it?
It is, mate, yeah.
No prisoners, kill units. Shoot units and kill them. Yeah?
Yeah. About as simple as it gets.
As simple as it gets. So what have you done, mate?
So, a little bit of, thinking about this. We've had quite a tactical turn 1 for both of us, I think, just figuring out movement and stuff. So, the bikes have basically pushed up on here to get me 4 OC on that objective to take it from, obviously, the Rhino and to get some shots potentially into here. The Hecaton has actually stayed put and the guys have got out. So, they're within this 12 to 24 inch sort of beam corridor for their guns, their conversion beamers. We had a chat about this terrain piece and we were saying, like, because obviously it could be, so it's true line of sight through the cover, it means you still get cover from it, but there's windows and sort of cracks and bits and pieces. So if you can see something through it, you can shoot them, but if you can't, then you don't. We kind of figured that was a good compromise.
Yeah.
So yeah, unit's gone out to shoot into here. Fortress has stayed where it is. This champion has moved up. As Sam pointed out, he can just move the Mauler Fiend through and come basically smashing straight through the wall and eat this guy's face. So I've moved him across this way. He's advanced up. He's only got a bolter, so it's no big loss. Keeping the unit back on the home objective to hold that for me there. And then this Sagittar moved up and the squad inside have moved out to get me area denial and also get me within 3 inches of that objective there. And then over on this side, the Berserk's passed their battle shock check, so they've moved this way. I think they've got a 6-inch charge into the Rhino on the objective here.
Yep.
And then old Buri, Unpronounceable, has moved up behind them to, again, potentially get a charge around. But also, if he doesn't make it, then he's at least behind a bit of cover. Yeah. And you've got your squad of Berserks at the back. The only thing that came on from reserves then was these bikes have basically dropped in, so they will pull from the middle. They've dropped in here. They're not doing a lot right now, but potentially, if everything moves out of this Rhino or the Rhino gets popped, the guys move out, there's potentially some more auto cannon shooting down. Yeah. Yep. That's that.
Sweet. So it's going to be a pretty nasty shooting phase.
If it's not, mate, I'm in big, big trouble. So
let's see how it goes. So the inevitable has happened, and this Rhino is in big, big trouble. So all these shots are pinging down line into the Rhino, and I'm going to pop some smoke, fill the air up, and hope that he can somehow survive this. So, yeah. Are you not used any CP on this, right?
I'm not on this one, no.
Okay. So hitting on 4s, do you want to do it here? Yeah?
Yes, sure thing, mate, yeah. So yeah, these are the beamers, so hitting on 4s, any 4s are lethal hits.
Lethal hits. Yeah. So, it's looking good.
Yeah, about just under average, I think, but not bad. So that's 5 at -2.
5 at -2.
-1 because of
a little bit of cover.
A little bit of cover, yeah.
So I'm hoping I roll hot here, 4 ups. I make 2, so that knocks it right down to 2 wounds remaining. 9, 10, 11, yeah. So you just need, what's this gun that you're shooting at him next?
So this is the shot from the actual character who's in there with them. So this is the Iron Master. He's got a graviton rifle. So he's hitting, so it would be 3. So it's 3, sorry, on his profile. Will be 2 because you're on objective, back to 3 because of smoke.
Okay.
So, yeah, 2 shots, both hit. This is anti-monster vehicle 3 up.
Okay.
So 1 wound. It's only AP 1, which is now AP none.
So this is a 3 up, yeah?
Yeah.
So I need to make it. And I make it.
Okay.
And of course now I have to use my strat for my Berserkers to disembark in Blood Surge move, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
So the Berserkers and the Master Execution have got out, Blood Surge moved, and now they are in combat with these bikes. A nice little trick from the Gortrak Onslaught. Now the what's it called again?
It's the Hecaton Land Fortress, or the Hunky Chunk, or the Hecatonk, or anything, any combination of that will do.
He's shooting into the Rhino on 2 wounds.
He is, mate. Yeah.
Do you think you can kill it?
I was going to say a bad word there. I hope so. Yeah.
Well, it does still have smoke.
It does. That's true.
You know.
So
we're saying that you're +2 to hit.
I am, because I'm heavy.
And, so either way, you're still hitting on.
So yes, you're -1. I'm +2. So I'll be hitting on
back to normal, isn't it?
Well, it hits on 4. It's got heavy, and it's got
3s. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 shots from the big gun. One of those hits. I was going to spend the CP on this one, but that's all right. My bad. And then strength 18.
You can spend it on if you want.
That's okay, man.
I mean, you should kill it without the CP.
I hope so. Yeah. Strength 18, so 2s. So that's devastating, actually. Yeah. So that's minimum 6 damage. So
see if it blows. Doesn't. That crumbles to the ground.
Tickly shooting.
Little bit of fire. These shots and pistols did nothing. These shot into the Mauler Fiend, took a wound off it, and now this is going to shoot. It's a las cannon, you say? Got 2 shots.
Yeah, it's a sort of, it's called a beam cannon. So it's like they're trying to get away with the trademark.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so he's got 2 shots, hitting on 4s. Both hit. And like it is strength 12, so 3s.
3s, yeah.
So neither wound. See if I spend the CP on that. I think I will, to be fair. Yeah. So I'll try and just get a bit of damage through there.
As well.
No,
of course. Cool. And that's your shooting, yeah?
It is. He's got a couple of bolt cannons. We do those off camera if you want.
Yeah, maybe do those off camera.
Yeah. Because everybody.
So the bolt is there. Actually took 4 wounds off this. Did more than the lads cannons, so he's down to 7 wounds remaining. And then round here, you've got some charges. So we've got a 6-inch charge from these 2 into the Rhino. We've got a 9-inch charge from your character into the Rhino, yeah? So 6-inch.
So they're not in. And
Phil.
Don't know what this guy needs. I think he might need a bit less than a 9, but we'll have a look. Well, that's a 9 anyway. So
nice.
Yeah, cool. So I'll just smack him in the front there.
That's probably the one you wanted it anyway, I'm guessing?
Probably, mate, yeah, to be fair. Yep.
Sweet. So let's do some combat. Now we have Buri hitting this rhino. Should we call him Barry? I think that might be
let's do that,
a little bit easier.
Yeah. So he's hitting on 2s. Cool. He is strength 12, so he's wounding on 3s.
Oh dear.
That is 5 at -3.
Should have had the dice ready, but this is 5, 6 up. Tell you what, he's so far your man of the match, isn't he?
He is so far, yeah.
6s. 3 damage a pot.
It is 3 damage a pot, mate,
That's
yeah.
well and truly dead. See if it blows up. No. And then the unit inside, we've got 11 in there. 5, 10, 11. He's an absolute tank, this guy. Oh, drop one.
You got it.
So far, 1 dies. 1 dies.
Okay.
On the way out. Nasty. So over here, 1 died and the tank has gone. So next combat over here. So I get to fight first. So I'll do my attacks probably off cam because there's a lot of dice getting rolled and I'll let you know what happens. So after this combat, the bikes have been wiped out by that unit. So that is turn. I'll do a quick end of turn roundup. So the end of Leagues of Votan, turn 1, original for 5 points, no prisoners for 4 points for killing 2 units. So it was a good turn. Carl, you were saying that it went the opposite to what you thought. Basically, you thought this was going to go well and the charge over there was going to go bad.
So we were having a chat. So I think it's my inexperience with the army. So I think if I'd spent the CP for sustained hits on these guys with their shooting, the Rhino survived on 1 wound, which was massive, because if that hadn't, then obviously the guys would have been battle shocked, and also they wouldn't have been able to blood surge out. So if that shooting had gone a little bit better, and now I've obviously got this to deal with, but it's what it is. Also over here, this went a lot better than I thought, and Buri went in and basically was just like turned a Rhino over by himself. So he's a bit of a monster, that lad.
Tell you what, I'm not liking him so far. But with your with you killing on my rhinos, my transports, it kind of takes away my detachment rule and abilities and stuff. So yeah, that's a bonus for you.
It is, mate. Yeah. Magic.
Let's go into World Eater's turn 2. World Eater's turn 2. I've got the big 15 for primary. Then secondaries is Display of Might, have more units in No Man's Land than Votan. And Cleanse, do actions on objectives. Obviously, I won't be doing that, so CP at the end of the turn. I might get Display of Might, just depending if I kill units and take a few, and make a few charges, so we'll see. So these Berserkers have ran forward off that objective and they're going to fight. They're not bothered about holding objectives. They've just got pure Berserk rage, haven't they, Carl?
Absolutely.
This has moved forward the Mauler Fiend. It's got sort of multiple targets it could charge. I'm probably going to try and go for that little vehicle and sort of just jump into that terrain bit there, go for that. The Land Raiders moved here to try and probably pop some shots on these 2. Basically, these 2 are just going to go for them 2, see what they can clear out. These lads have moved forward. They might potentially go for a charge as well. I think it was a 7 or an 8 were measured, but they've sort of strung back a bit just to deny some deep strike in there, because Carl was going to rapid ingress, but there wasn't really any space to do it, so you've just left it, haven't you, Carl?
Yes, mate, yeah, there wasn't anything that would benefit me, really, so.
And then round here, Lord Karnak and his lads are sort of going to have to go for these 2 units, the Berserkers and this character here. I mean, I know Carl's got these Berserkers behind here to countercharge, but there's not much you can do about it, really. I could have put Fight on Death for 4s, on the 4+, on my army, but instead I've went for Sustained and Devastating Wounds on infantry. I just need to kill as much as I can now. Carl, did you say you've gone into the next phase of your thing?
Yeah, so so we've gone into Fortified Takeover, which means that we get +1 to hit if we're shooting off an objective that we hold, and if incoming attacks come in that are strength higher than our toughness, we're -1 to be wounded, except vehicles.
Except vehicles. Yeah. Nice. So a little bit of shooting, but then it'll be the big charging after, which is the main thing. So before all these bolt pistols go into this unit here, they're going to shot a grenade at them. So 6 dice. It's 6, isn't it? Not 8.
Yeah, 6 on 4s.
And 4s. So looking for 4. Oh, there's 4. So that gets rid of your 4 markers, yeah?
I'm going to just take these 2 guys, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 of them are dead. So you still got the 4. Basically, the markers are just like, you can take wounds on them, right?
Yeah, they're called ECOGs. They're like little robotic assistants for the character that's within them. So yeah, you can basically pull them off No pun intended. You can pull them off the board, I should say, as 3 wounds, yeah.
Nice. And if they're not pulling the weight, I guess you can actually pull them off as well.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, just to make it perform a bit better. So that's that. Shot grenades, use my 1 CP to do that. Basically, the thinking behind that was Carl does have 1 CP as well, which he could do armor contempt. So it's kind of counteracts that and gets a few wounds through. But yeah, that's that. A little bit more shooting. I'll tell you what, I'll do these bolters off cam, and then I'll probably do this big Land Raider on cam. So next up, we've got the Land Raider smashing them soul shatter las cannons into the, what's this little geezer called?
It's called a Sagittor.
Sagittor. And then the bolters and the heavy bolters are going into the unit in front. So I'll tell you what, I'll do the bolters in that first. So the bolter, normal combi bolter hitting on 4s. So 2 hits. And then what's the...
They're T5, these lads.
This will be 5 and 6s. 2 saves.
Cool. Any AP on this? Or just
No
bolters?
AP. You've got something cover there, so...
Yeah. Cool. So 3s. So 1 goes through. I've got 6 up. Medi, pack, shrug. Nope. So 1 guy's dead.
1 dies. Then the heavy bolter next, going into the same unit. So it gets 5 shots, hitting on 4s. I'll roll it here. Oh, that's sustained as well then.
Nice.
It's alright that, isn't it, Carl? It's alright that for well, isn't it?
It sure is, man.
Strength 5, toughness.
5.
So 4s, and this is twin linked. Not great wounding, but you've got 4 saves at -1, so
okay, so
got another 1 in cover.
Yep, so if I do him, so 4 up, and then a shrug. So he shrugs that.
This.
Oh, yeah. So no, he's dead, and then
Another 3
more.
These are out of cover, so...
Yeah, so, and then...
6s fall back.
Yeah, I'll do it
6s?
twice.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so that's 4, so that's the squad.
Gets the squad, leaves the Carl alive, standing alone. And we've got some las cannons here, shooting at the... I keep forgetting the name of it.
Sagittar.
Hitting on 4s. Tell you what, it's been doing some alright shooting, this Carl.
It's better than me, mate.
Yeah, I know what, that's definitely...
And then this doesn't get the -1 to wounds, it's a vehicle, so you're wounded on 3s, I guess.
wounding on
normal.
3s.
T9.
If we had that,
12.
them guys did get -1 to wound, didn't they?
Your strength was the same.
Yeah. Right, these wound on 3s. 4 saves at -3, mate.
Okay, so he's in cover.
Can I
can't
see
see
your
all of
whole
him.
vehicle?
Okay, so -2.
Yeah, you do get cover there, -2.
That's 2, so he's going to need 5s. He makes 1, which is not going to be enough, is it? Let's be real.
3d6 plus 3.
Yeah, it's got 9. Okay, does he explode? He doesn't.
Doesn't. So it looks like it's going to be the Carl against the Mauler Fiend.
Yeah, not sure that's a fair fight, that.
Do you know what? That did a lot better than I thought it was going to. So as for charging, these berserkers in the Mass Executions are going to smash into them. What are they called again?
Thunderkin.
Thunderkin. I'm going to try and get rid of your Iron Father.
Yeah, that's him.
As well, because we don't want your Warlord kicking about on here trying to look for things on my planet. This guy, Mauler Fiend, into the Carl. And then round here, we've got Lord Karnak going into Barry. And that 1 berserker over there. So they're going to have to sort of stretch out, but it is what it is. So do some charges and we'll get back to you. So they've all made it into combat just. They got a 4 and got in. He got a 3 and luckily was just in. And then over here, these got a big 11 and they've gone into, I'll tell you what, I'll go right around so you can see. Sorry for the dodgy camera work. Jumped into him and him. So let's do some combats. I'm probably going to do the berserker ones off cam just because there's so many dice thrown. But I'll tell you what, I'll try and get them all on cam because there's some interesting combats here. And I think you might like to watch them. So we'll start off with the Mauler Fiend and then see how it goes after that. I'll just check his stats. So onto the Mauler Fiend. He gets 8 attacks with those fists, hitting on 3s. And then miss that one. That one is sustained, so it goes back in. And then wounding on, and that's for my army rule, of course. And wounding on 2s usually, but 3s because you're -1 to wound.
Yeah, because the hostile fortify.
Now that's devastating because you're infantry. And you have to take 7 invuln saves.
7. Okay, so these are on 4s.
Representing tabletop tactics.
And then that's it. Yeah, so he's dead.
Yeah. How many went through there?
Enough.
I'm going to roll anyway. So 4 went through there. Let's see how much damage I do to him. This is D6 plus 2 each. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. 22 damage. He just smushes him into the floor. So onto this combat, the Berserkers smashing with the Master of Executions into these little walker lads. What are they called?
Thunderkin.
Thunderkin.
Yeah.
So I've got these dice, and then after this I've got another 12. You didn't know whether to play Armor Contempt or not. You decided not to, just because, what was the reason for it?
Just volume of attacks. Yeah,
I think they're not gonna.
They're on saving on 3s, which would be going to 4s. So if they were saving on 2s, I might think about it like Terminators, basically. But although they look like they should have a 2 up, they've got a 3 up. So
yeah,
and they're only 2 wounds each. So I just think it'd be.
You think I'm going to take them either way?
Spitting in the wind a bit, yeah.
Okay, so hitting on 3s. I've got another dice here. So roll into wounds. These are 5s and 6s. Now. We've got a few devs there. I'll pick them out, let you know.
People who watch this will know what's
So after went through, I killed 3. Are they called Thunderkin?
Thunderkin, yeah.
Thunderkin, and left 1-on-1 wounds remaining. You didn't use any of your little things. You just saved them for your character or something?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think, again, just the volume's coming through. I'll throw them in at some point. Poor little buggers.
So another 12 dice from the chainswords. It is an obnoxious amount of attacks. I've got to admit, especially with them sustained, because 2 missed, 2 go back in. And then, and they're even better in Berserker Warband. Extra attack and extra strength.
Well, you've hit 24 out of 24 so far.
I know, so far it's done pretty well, hasn't it? So to wound, you've got 2 saves at -1, and then you've got 4 devastating.
So 4 ups, so that kills the last guy, and then the 4 devs will kill all of these little guys here.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then we've got 2 eviscerators. So 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. So 1 goes back in for the 6s for the stand. And then we're wounding on usually 3s, but it'll be 4s now.
Yeah, so this lad's T5, yeah.
Okay. So you've got 3 saves in 1 dev.
Okay.
-2.
-2, so 6s. And then the devs.
You don't get an in from this guy?
No.
Okay. So the Master of Execution still hasn't swung his axe after all these combats. But they will jump into that big hockachonk of a vehicle. Last combat. The Berserkers over here. We have 4 in combat with that Berserker. So Berserker on Berserker action, baby. Hitting on 3s. Thank you very much, sir. And then re-rolling 1s because I can. And then miss. Miss. That's a stain that goes back in. And then we're wounding on toughness 5, yeah?
Yeah, did you get any devs in that?
That was sustained. Yeah, I got 1 sustained. This is to wound.
Sorry, yeah.
So 1 dev. What's your toughness?
6.
Tell you what, if you so you have 1 save, you might actually survive here. 1 save,
one save,
-1.
No, that goes through. So then
2, 4
2.
up, feel no pains.
No, so both go through.
So if you die, fights on death.
Oh yeah, so on a 3 up now because we're in the second half of our what's it?
Of course,
and that's the game. Yep.
I'll do these attacks into this character. I'm going to do card first because I keep saving my characters to last, and then they just don't get to strike. Don't get to do something cool. So I'll do Khan first, and let's see his profile. Lord Karnak is now going to swing his axe into Barry. So 8 attacks, hitting on 2s. Oh, dropped 1. Oh, got my knees. Oh, God.
Flawless execution, mate.
So they're hit. We've got 2 sustained in there. Let's go over here. Sorry for this dodgy camera work. I should have been a little bit more prepped. So 2 sustained. And then we are wounding on 4s now, yeah? Strength 7, toughness 6, did you say?
Yep.
Toughness 6. And then we're re-rolling 1s. There's no 1s there. So you've got 5 saves at -2 and then 1 devastating.
Okay, so the 5 at -2, so he'll hit his 4 up pinball. He doesn't care.
So the 1 devastating does 3 damage.
Okay.
How many wounds he got?
He's got 2 left.
I've got 2 eviscerators to go in. 2 eviscerators. This guy, man. I tell you what, if I don't kill him, I think you've took the win there.
I may be pushing it a little bit, but we'll see how he does.
Rerolling them ones. So the sustained goes in. Get rid of them two. You've took the moral victory, I think, if he survives. Wounds on 4s. Oh, I tell you what. Oh, re-rolling 1s to wound because I can.
Nice.
Oh! And all I've got is 1 chainsword left over there. I tell you what, I wasn't going to put this 1 chainsword guy. Oh, I've got 2 chainswords. Come on! So let's see if they can take the last wounds off. So hitting on 3s. This is getting ridiculous. Re-rolling the 1. And then we've got a few sustained in there. A few sustained. 1, 2, 3. So I only need to make 2 6s here and he's dead. So he's a dev.
Yeah, for devs, yeah.
I make 1 6. I'll tell you what, if you make this 1 save and you've got a CP.
I have.
That's my son shouting me.
No.
He failed. And you've got a CP, you're going to CP it?
He gets up on a 2-up, so.
After all this. Roll a 1, please. He gets back up on a 2-up.
He does. 4 wounds remaining.
That's good, isn't it?
It is good, mate.
This guy. This guy.
Oh, Barry. Good lad, isn't he?
Oh, I'm not keen. And then over here, the land fortress hit back. We didn't do anything. Yeah, me and Carl were having a little chat. Good turn that. It was a good turn. Carl thinks that's the nail in his coffin in turn 2. But I think otherwise, I think he's still got a lot more assets than it seems. Obviously, we've still got the land fortress. It is tied up, but it can shoot out of combat, right?
It can. I've also got a strat for fallback shooting charge.
Fallback shooting charge. You've got some bikes here. Mm-hmm. You've got some of these lads behind you. I know they're just chaff. You've got a big hammer that you could potentially jam up the backside of my Mauler Fiend. Some berserkers behind there. And the unkillable, what is he again? Oh, Barry.
Unkillable Barry.
Unkillable Barry. So, and then you've got some Terminators and Deep Strike as well.
Yes, mate. We'll see what we can do. We'll go down swinging.
Go down. It's going to be a big hit back. I know for a fact it is. So I'll do a quick end of turn roundup. So end of the Iron Butcher's turn 2. Display of Might. I don't actually get because basically I've got 2 units in no man's land. Everything's towing into deployment zone, so they're towing into Carl's deployment zone. That Land Raider and them are just towing into my deployment zone. So all I've actually got in no man's land is that Mauler Fiend and the Berserkers at the other side. And Carl has got this lone guy here and
everybody's favourite,
Barry. Great news, huh? Barry. I'm absolutely loving him. So I'm going to get rid of that, cleanse, and of course getting rid of, puts me on 2 CP, going into Carl's turn 2. Leagues of Votan, turn 2.
2. I know, mate.
Carl's been here since 9:30. It's now 3 o'clock. We're on turn 2.
And a 1,500-point game as well, can I just point that out?
Game. I said, it'll just be a quick one. This, don't you worry.
Oh, she said that before, hasn't she?
Yeah, that's it regularly, that. Bring it down, overwhelming force. So bring it down, kill a vehicle or monster. That's a good one, isn't it?
It is when you got a half-dead Mauler Fiend in the middle of the table, yeah.
Yeah. Overwhelming force, kill a unit off an objective. That's a good one, isn't it?
When you got a half-dead Mauler Fiend on an objective, it is good, yeah.
So what have you done, Carl?
Funnily enough, I've lined up a half-dead Mauler Fiend on an objective. So these bikes have moved up here to hold that objective and get shots in potentially at that or at these guys. Mm-hmm. I had to have in the back of my mind that these guys and the Berserkers over there can blood surge. So I've got to be careful with my shooting in terms of how much I put in and what I shoot first. So yeah, these guys have moved up to hold that objective and give me some potential firing lanes here. The Hecaton, I spent a CP on so it could move back, shoot and charge, just to open up some shooting on these guys. Obviously, otherwise I couldn't shoot them. So that's backed up a little bit. The chap with the hammer has bombed through the building. He's got his eyes set on that Mauler Fiend in the middle there. Yep. And then I've got a squad of Hearthkin at the back who have pushed out a little bit to screen off slightly here because the Carl and his Terminator lads have dropped in at the back. Had to be careful positioning these because they get reroll hits against the closest enemy model, which is this Berserker, so they can put some shooting that way. Depending on how they do, there's a potential for split fire, which is always a bad idea, right? Potential. So a bit of shooting from these two guys here, and then the berserks have pushed up through the building to potentially charge in over here. And then Sam's favourite, old Barry, has jumped back up, popped back up onto his feet. It wasn't a very long journey, and he's going to be going back into the berserkers, I think, because I was tempted to go for glory and go and attack the Land Raider, but that's not worth any points at the minute. These guys are, so I think it's more important that he throws his weight behind these attacks.
Because the berserkers are probably potentially not going to kill that unit. Remember, Khan does stand back up on a 2+. So,
yeah.
Lord Karnak, sorry. So let's do some shooting, but this needs to be a big hit back for you, doesn't it?
It does, mate. Yeah, I think even if it's a big hit back, I'm still on the back foot just for points because I've been pushed off the primaries. But if this doesn't go well, then you might get that quick finish you're after.
Potentially. We are about 7 hours in, but yeah, maybe. So the shooting starts with these little bikers here shooting through into the Morphine there. So have you got your dice ready, Carl?
What do you think, mate?
What do I think? I'll get back here in 2 minutes. So lighting the back of this demon engine up. Let's do it.
Okay, so we've got the Magnacold autocannons hitting on 3s because I'm on an objective I control. So that's not bad. And then I'm probably doing that with the wounds again, to be fair, because it's strength 7, so I'm going to need 5s. So that is 4 at -1.
I hope Tabletop Tactics give us a cut of their earnings for this free advertising here.
These dice are probably as old as I am, mate. I've had them for years.
I've got dice in the cupboard. Saving on, what's that, AP?
AP1.
Don't get any cover, so 4-ups. Save 2, fill 2 damage.
2 damage each.
Nice, so he's down to 3 wounds remaining.
3 wounds, yeah, cool. 3 babble thick on the top.
We've got the rotary cannon going in hot.
Okay, so hitting on 3s. Okay, so those hit, those miss, but I do get a sustained hit 1 back in for that. Cool. And then this is strength 6, it's going to need 5s as well. So that's 2 more, and this is at -1 again.
-1 again, so 4-ups again. Save 1, fill 1.
So 2 damage.
2 damage.
1 damage. Talking rubbish, yeah. They're pretty sweet. So he's on 2.
2 wounds remaining.
Groovy.
Onto the half-kin there. 2 of them can see, so they're shooting and trying to get the glory for killing this Morphine. 2 wounds.
So they're hitting on 3s because they're on an objective they control. And all I need is a double 6.
Are these devastating?
Of course they're not.
I thought that was a double 6.
No, definitely not. Just 1 normal save, mate.
Normal save.
Yeah.
He's in cut. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway, so 3 up. Oh, he takes a wound off. He's on 1
wound and 1 left, right.
We've got the Berserk up here. Technically, he's at the bottom. Shooting a mole launcher underground. So it goes, digs underground, and then blows up in the belly of this demon engine.
So he gets 5 shots.
5 shots.
So he is only hitting on 6s though, because he's shooting indirectly because he's in the building, so he's not got a line of sight.
See him in the building.
Oh yeah? Alright, cool. In that case, hitting on 5s.
More like nothing in the wear out.
And then he is strength 5, T10, so we need 6s.
Wood. Oh,
cheeky.
That's the AP.
No AP.
No AP, 3 up. He saves
it. He can't overwatch though, with his lack of guns.
Oh,
so there you go.
With his nothing to overwatch with. So is that all your shooting done, yeah?
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, we're just going to ditch the rest.
Come back, yeah. Now onto the Herd Guard, shooting all the plasmas, rapid fire plasmas at that, into these berserkers. These are the closest units, so they're re-rolling hit rolls of 1. They're on an objective, so they're hitting on 2s. I've got lethal hits because of the Carl, and they've got grenade launchers just on top of that. So this could be goodbye berserkers, but let's give it a go, mate.
Could be. Okay. So hitting on 2s. Rerolling them 4 1s. Good grief, lads. It is. Okay, so you got lethals there, and then these are strength 8, so then we're winning on 2s. Okay, so that's
9.
It is 9, yeah.
5, 6,
these were -3.
-3, you say. So I get a bit of cover, unless you've stripped it somehow.
I haven't, no.
So 9, saving on 5 ups.
Yeah.
So I saved 2, so you kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Do you have any more shots from them?
I do, yeah. I've got some grenade launchers coming in from.
Going then?
Yeah, can do, mate.
So far, yeah.
So these are D3 shots each with blast. So when they started shooting, there was 10.
Yeah, so
D3 plus 2 each.
Yeah, D3 plus 10.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, sounds all right, doesn't it?
It does. So you've got 5 there. And 2s, rerolling 1s.
Here we go, 16 shots, going in hot.
So again, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. 6s are lethals. These lads need to go back to shooting school, don't they, I think?
Yeah, a few ones
so,
there.
A few ones, so reroll them.
Nice.
Cool. And then these are only strength 3, so they're going to need 5s to wound. Hey, not bad.
Tell you what,
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are no AP, so just 9 3-ups, mate.
7, 8, 9. So these are no APs, these are just 3-ups.
Yeah, 3-ups, 1 damage.
7 have died so far, yeah?
Yeah.
So
Another
8
1.
died. A little blood surge move. So 8 are dead, so it leaves the 2 eviscerators and my master executions, and they do a 1, but basically they move 3 inches into
Which is enough.
Fortress.
Yeah.
So now onto the land fortress. The ability of this is it doesn't get affected by any modifiers to its ballistic skill, so you can just hit on normal. Which is nice.
That's it.
4 instead of 5 stack could be quite big.
Yeah. I was debating whether to spend my CP on reroll hits of 1 to wound and hit, but I think it's more important. We were just chatting off camera. I think this guy getting in and smashing him, that's worth 7 points. So it's more important that the CP potentially is going in there. Like, so it's going to shoot twin bolt cannons. We've got 2 of these, so these are hitting on 4s. And
blank range. That's some good shooting.
That's sustained hits 2 as well, so that's decent. So I'll put that in there. And then this is strength 6, and it's twin linked. So we'll get them re-rolled. So you got that is decent, mate. Yeah, so you got 6 saves at minus 1.
6 4-ups, so there's 3 for them berserkers. So 1 left on 1 wound.
So they're 2 damage each then.
These 2 damage each.
2 damage each, yeah, like heavy bolters basically.
Right.
So
do you want me to just re-roll these?
It doesn't matter, does it? Because you got 2 berserkers, so they'll both be dead. Master of Executions would have saved that one, so you can just roll 3 more if you want.
Yeah, that's true. So Master of Executions, 2 damage apart.
Yeah.
I think he's only got 4 wounds. He might have 5. I'll double check that.
Cool.
He only has 4 wounds, so that is the Master of Executions being executed. The Iron here champion up next. He's actually got a Storm Bolter, so you're going to try and take that last wound?
Yeah, we'll do, mate. It's worth a shot. So hitting on 2s, and it's going to need 6s to wound. Hey, there you go.
Yeah,
so
that's 6.
1 save, no AP.
3 up save.
Oh, he smokes him.
Do I want to CP that or not? Do I want to CP that or not? Nah, probably not. He dies. On a 6, he blows up. That CP would have saved him. Put that in there. So now we have some charges. We've got Barry, and then we have some berserks here. So which one are you rolling for first? If you fail a 4-inch charge here,
yeah.
But have you got CP?
I've got CP left. Yeah, I didn't spend it on this side. So
please fail 2 4-inch charges, please.
Cheers, man. No, and then Barry will just So, he's keen, old Barry.
Oh, he's keen. He's keen. He has some grudges to settle. Next up, we have some berserks. You've used a strat to give them extra AP, extra 2 AP because you use some yield points.
That's it. Yeah.
You're going to be hitting into this unit of berserkers.
That's it, buddy. Yeah. So these lads are going to be.
Can we roll over here, Rex?
Yeah, can do, mate. Yeah. So hitting on 4s. That's a bit cheeky. That is not bad. Rolling. And then strength 7, so they're going to be wounded on 3s.
Yep.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead. Yep.
That's nice.
And then I've got the twin concussion gauntlets on the leader.
Right. That's nice.
Sorry, mate. So these are hitting on 4s as well.
That makes it a little
not
bit.
so good. And then this is strength 9, so 2s, and it's twin link for what it's worth. So that's another 1 dead. So 7 dead.
Nice. Huh?
Not bad.
I might as well interrupt and try and kill Barrier.
Yeah, go for it, bud.
So these 2 have been scrapping it out for a while now. Lord Karnak's going to try and get the killing blow on Barry. Can he do it? 8 attacks, hitting on 2s. Oh, cocked 1 there. So we get 1 sustained, because we don't have lethals. And then we're wounding on strength 7.
So it would be 3s but 4s because of the
Correct.
Fortify. What's it?
Rerolling the 1s. Oh, there's a 6 there, and it friggin' rolled. I've got 1!
Got 1.
Devastating wounds, that's 3
Oh,
wounds
okay.
through.
Yep.
I've got 2 eviscerators. That is, I'll tell you what, Karnak. You are an idiot. How many wounds have you got left?
Got 2 left, mate.
I need one of these to get a lethal hit, basically. Rerolling ones. So there's 2 sustains. 2 sustains. I need to roll 1-6 here, yeah?
Yeah.
See if you can do what Karnak didn't.
There you go.
I could. Eviscerate attacks. Barry's heads. He was a nightmare. So end of Votan turn 2. Bring it down for 4 points. Overwhelming force for 3 points. So 7 points. Very, very good turn by Carl. Going into World Eaters turn 3, and I haven't got much left. Turn 3 for the Iron Butchers. Overwhelming force, kill units off objectives and recover assets. Do actions. I'm not going to be doing that, am I? Let's finish it. Overwhelming force is kill units off objectives, and I get 3 points per objective. So basically what I've done is the cultists, the jackals, have moved up, and they're going to try and kill this guy. Don't know what you think about that, but I have got sustained hits and death wounds on infantry, so if these can pull the weight, might be able to kill him. And also, he only gets 3 attacks back, so even if they don't kill him, he's going to be stuck there. So that sounds good to me. This is moved forward. It's going to get some shots into these lads, because they're on an objective. So if we get them off, I deny Cal 5 points, and I get 3 points. Around here, I didn't really know what to do, so Lord Karnak and these 2 berserkers need to kill these, but I haven't got much shooting, and they get to fight on death on a 3. But I'm going to have to charge. I was thinking about grenading them. They get a 4, feel no pain. It's probably kind of pointless. I might kill 1, maybe 2. So I'm just going to have to run in and hope for the best, I think. Yeah. So that's the plan. I've stayed in my vehicle with my 8-pound. I just don't see any point in getting them out yet. They could have got out here and a guaranteed kill him to win. Then I could have used a CP to jump back in the tank. But it could possibly just be a wasted CP that when I could kill him with some jackals. So I'm really hoping they do. So yeah, let's do some shooting. So first bit of shooting from the Land Raider into these bikes. What are these called?
They are called Pioneers.
Pioneers. So I'll start with a heavy bolter. 1 misses, 2 sustained. Strength 5, toughness.
Toughness 6.
6. Those are 5 and 6s. These are twin linked. So 3 saves at -1.
Okay, so -1 they cover or not?
I don't think so. No, I can see all 3 of them.
So -1, so that would be 2 damage to him, so that would kill 1.
Kill 1, yeah?
Yep.
Nice, nice. Then we've got some las cannons going in hot. So 8 shots. Yep, exactly the averages. Wounding on.
Would be 2s but 3s because of the fortify. What's it?
So you save one of them with that.
Cool.
3 at -3.
No save, yep.
So the first one, D6 +1. Oh, of course.
So that second one will kill him.
Kill him. Third one. Oh, that's 3.
That's 3, yeah.
Oh,
yep.
it just gets him. That is very, very lucky. It just gets him, and that popped off that objective. And that's that shot. The only bit of shooting I've got now, I think they've got guns. I'll double check.
Okay.
And I'll do Lord Karnak and his lads into the berserkers. I'll do it off cam. It's probably not going to be much, and then we'll do some charging. Charges have been made across the line, so the jackals are in with the hammer guy. Karnak and his lads got a 2 on the charge, but they were within 3, so that was very lucky. So combats are in. You can't interrupt, I don't think.
No, mate, just got 1.
So let's start off with these jackals, see if we can put in the work. Starting with the jackals, we've got the Skull Smasher and Mangler, I think they're called.
Of course they are.
And we've got the Mauler Chain Blade. So I think this is the Skull Smasher and Mangler, but one gets 3 attacks, one gets 2 attacks. But this one's hitting on 5, whichever one this is. So they all miss. Lovely jubbly. And then we've got the Chain Blades hitting on 4s. Lovely jubbly. Well done, jackals, so far. Let's do the rubbish weapons and see what we can do. So all the chain blades, there's these and then there's 4 more after this. So hitting on 4. And then there's 4 more. Not bad. I'll add them up and see what's what. So these hits, basically I'm looking for 4 6s here. I really needed them damage 2 weapons to go through, but it is what it is. So let's hope for 4 6s, pray to the god of corn. I get 1. 1 6. So after all that, I take 1 wound off you, man.
Cool.
1 wound off you. That was good, wasn't it? That was good.
Like I say, it's a good job it doesn't matter really. But
yeah. If these were in the Berserker Warband, I would have killed him. Berserker Warband for the win. Lord Karnak in his 2 Berserkers that he's got standing. We're going to strike these Berserks down. So we've got 2 Eviscerators, hitting on 3s, reroll 1s, 2 sustain there. And then we're wounding on strength, 8.
So it would be 3s but 4s because of the hostile whatever.
4s, reroll them 1s. You've got 5 saves at -2 and then 1 devastating.
Okay, so the 5 saves, they all go through because I've only got a 5 up save. So damage?
Damage 2. So
Damage 2.
You've got 6 to roll.
So if I roll 6 and then 6 again? Or do you want me to do 6 off
maybe
the
2?
2?
2 at a time.
Yeah.
So
the first lad
one
is dead. Second lad is alive. Then he's dead, so you killed 2 so far. And then he's alive. And
what to do?
he's alive.
Well, I tell you what, these lads are
and
loving this.
he's dead. So you killed 3.
Kill 3. Lord Karnak next. 6, 7, 8. And finish the other 2 off. So they all hit but no sustained. And then wounding on strength 7.
4s.
So 4s. Reroll 1s, but there's no 1s. Oh, I tell you what, that was terrible. They're -2, 3 damage.
Okay, so I need to do 3 shrugs at a time. So guy is dead, and then 1 guy left, and he's dead. So the fight on death, these are on 3s.
So I'm looking forward to. Roll low, please.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
3 of them don't. So you got. You have to roll with this now. Just run straight into it. Yeah.
Keep going. It's recording.
Perfect. All right. So you've got a lad with an axe, who is going to ask you a question. It wasn't nice, mate, was it?
I kind of wish I didn't get that on record. It's going to lose me some viewers, that.
Yeah, sorry. So hitting on 4s these guys with the axe. So hit all 3. It is strength 7. So 3s.
3s, yeah.
So that is 2 at -2.
2 at -2, so 2 5-ups. This is my 2 thingy. So 1 dies.
Yep, and then the concussion gauntlets. So these are hit on 4s. And they are strength 9, so winning on 2s and twin linked. So 2 saves at -2.
2 saves at -2, so 1 5-up. He's dead. 1 4-up for Khan. He takes how many wounds?
Just 2.
2 wounds. So he's down to. I don't know how many wounds he gets. It's 5 or 6. So basically, he's down to 3 or 4 wounds.
Cool.
And yeah, nice. That's
Magic.
So at the end of this combat, he killed 2 jackals in return. And that is the combat phase over.
So do you want me to mark him up? So you got 3.
End of World Eaters turn 3. Cover assets I'm getting rid of for a CP. Put me on 3 going into Carl's turn. Overwhelming Force I get for 3 points. So not a bad turn. Let's see what the Votan hitback's like. Here we go, Leagues of Votan, turn 3. Behind enemy lines, you did draw, what did you drew for that?
I drew something else that I couldn't do. It was, I think it was Cleanse. It was
Cleanse,
do an action.
Yeah, so you got rid of that for a CP, and then drew this, which basically you can't get either. So you're just going to sack it off for a CP at the end of the
Yeah,
turn.
we'll do, mate, yeah.
Shoot no man's land, take 1 objective for 2 points, 2 for 5 points. So what have you done, Carl?
So this Hekaton has moved up this way. He's advanced because he had to advance to get on the objective. So he's not shooting, but it's going to score me at least 2 and then potentially 5 in my next turn if he's still there. Yeah. The squad of Hearthkin have moved up to the middle here. There was an option to potentially desperate escape with this guy out and then charge, but on a 1 or a 2 he'd be dead. And we did actually roll it off camera and it was a 1. So good job I didn't pull the trigger on that. So he's fighting in here. These guys will just charge in, try to get some extra CP, some extra control there. And then the Terminators were going to move up this way, but Sam very kindly reminded me that Karnak stands up on a 2, so even if I kill him, he's just going to bounce back up again. So they're going to stay where they are, which means they're not going to get shot by the Land Raider this turn at least. And then they can still shoot into him, hopefully put him down for the first time, and then he'll probably leg it. But
no matter what happens here, unless you've got Assassinate,
It's no big deal,
nothing's
is it?
going to happen. Even my turn, because it's my turn 4 next.
Yeah.
If I jump on that. Oh, I could potentially score 5 on my turn 5, so that is what I will do with him.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah.
Cool.
Let's do it. See if we can shoot him.
Carl's weapon as well.
Half guard shooting into Lord.
Yeah, so they're not getting rapid fire. He is the closest eligible though, and I do sit on an objective I control, so it's twos rerolling ones again.
So these don't class as the closest eligible, no?
Because I can't shoot them because they're the other side of the building. Yeah. So those have hit, and I can reroll that.
Nice.
So that doesn't, and then these are strength 7. So that would be 3 to wound.
Strength 7, yeah. That's fine.
So that is 4 wounds at -3.
4 up. Invulnerable serves. No, he's well and truly dead. Now please don't roll a 1 Karnak.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't write it, mate.
Yeah, you can write it. That has denied me 5 points at the end of the game. So it's something wants this game to be close, doesn't it, Carl?
It does, mate.
Something wants this game to be close. But that is Karnak destroyed. So the Hearthkin shot into the Land Raider, but they just plinked off the side of its hull. So now they're charging to help the big Thunderhammer guy.
That's it. So
a
10, which is
that
good.
was a good roll because
That
that'll get you quite far up the battlefield. The charge has been made on a big 10, so let's see if these jackals can withstand the mighty power of the Hearthkin.
Cool.
So the Hearthkin going in with their 4 attacks from their
just butts of the guns, I think, mate. Yeah, just guns, hitting on 3s because I got more AC on the objective now.
Yeah.
So that is 3, and then strength 4, so I'm going to need 4s to wound. So that is 2 wounds, no AP.
I don't know what to say to these. I'm guessing a 6, but let's have a look if I get any 5s. I'll have to have a look. So 2 died, and we're saving on 6s. So the other guy gets 2 attacks.
Yeah, so hitting on 3s, and he's going to be wounding on a 3 because he's strength 5. So that is at -2 damage. So
kills with 1.
Kills 1. So he's killed 3 in total.
3 in total, and then I'll do my attacks. Oh, I want to keep my life, don't I? I'll do my attacks back.
Cool.
So the jackals are going to hit back. The paired manglers are going to have to hit into this guy, and then the other 4 hitting into these Hearthkin. Because if I can kill them, it's going to be off that objective. So the paired manglers are the ones that are hitting on 4s. How many attacks were there? 2. So paired manglers in the skull thing, sustained. These are wounding on strength, I think it's strength 5.
So I'm T5, so 4s.
So wounding on 4s.
Because there's no minus because you're the same strength, yeah.
Nothing. And then and you're using basically
void hardened, yeah.
So this is the other one, the stronger chain blade thing. 1 hit and it's sustained. And these wounds on, what's your toughness?
5.
I think it'll be 5s and 6s is my guess. So that's just
one.
really devastating. That's 2 damage.
Oh, okay, so he's got a 6-up shrug. Nope, so just kills a guy.
Kills 1. And I've got another 3. 3 attacks each, that'll be 9. These are hitting on 4s. Oh, terrible rolling, look at that.
It's not great, mate, no.
That's sustained. And then these are 5 and 6s. No, 2 1s, of course.
Okay.
That was pretty horrific. Stupid jackal. Now for the Ironhide champion with his big hammer, he's going to try and squish a few more jackals.
He is, so he's got 3 attacks, so hitting on 3s. And just the 1, and wounding on a 2. So that just kills a guy.
Nice.
Yep.
Probably kill the big guy in there in combat with
Yeah, because you don't want to take OC off the objective either, do you?
Yeah, I'm going to try and keep him on.
Cool.
What does that leave the objective on? 5, 6, 7?
So I've got
So both
8.
got 8 on.
Yeah, both got 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
Contested, eh?
Yeah.
Stops me from getting 5 points, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
They'll do a quick end of turn roundup.
Cool.
So end of Leagues of Votan turn 3. The enemy lines is getting rid of for a CP. Putting him on 2 in my turn. Schooner Man's land, it gets 2. Because if you kill 1 more jackal,
That's it.
you'd have got it.
Would have got it.
So World Eater's turn 4. Defense Stronghold. I originally drew Colour Horde, couldn't do it as always. So we've got Defense Stronghold instead. Hold my home objective at the end of Carl's turn. Bring it down, kill a vehicle for 4 points. So what's happened is my Land Raider has finally made its way to the land fortress, and the Slaughterbound and his Exalted 8-bound have jumped out. So they're going to try and charge that and do some damage. This is going to just try and shoot up this middle section here. Their failed battle shock fell back in 2 died on the way out. It was a desperate escape. But they're just sort of, I don't know what I'm doing with them. Probably just doing a bit of move blocking. I don't know what from, because they only move 5 inches with little legs, but doing a little bit of move blocking. And that's all I've got, just these 3 units. So let's do some shooting. So first bit of shooting, Land Raider. He's putting all his las cannons into the, what's he called again?
He's the Ironhair champion.
Ironhair champion. And all its bolters and chaff guns are going into these lads. I thought it had a Havoc launcher as well. I should probably remember that. Havoc launcher into them as well. And the bolter and the heavy bolter. The reason Carl didn't overwatch with this was because I've given them the enhancement where they can't be overwatched. 5 points well spent. So let's do some shooting out. Let's just plod straight on into it. So I'll start off into the chaff guns, into the Hearth King.
Yeah.
Havoc launcher.
So I think I'll void harden this just because if it's only little guns going in, then it might be worth.
You might as well, mate.
Yeah, if I can. Oh no, I won't, because you're going to run them over.
D6 shots, exactly.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah. Forgot we said that.
They survive this. I'm going to tank shock them. 6 shots with that, hitting on 4s. 3 hits. And then wounding on 5 and 6s, I'm guessing. What's your toughness?
Toughness 5, yeah.
Also 4s.
This is heavy bolters, yeah?
This is the Havoc launcher.
Oh, sweet. No, does he shrug it? He doesn't, so that's 1 guy dead.
1 dead. A heavy bolter. 2 miss, and 1 sustains. Wounding on 4s. Twin links. You got 4 saves at -1 AP.
Okay, so 5 ups. And
2 damage a pop.
6s twice. Just in case.
Just in case.
Nope, so there's 3.
That's the unit, yeah?
That's the unit.
That is the unit. Then we've got 8 las cannons going into the face of the little dwarf guy with a shield. Can't remember.
Ironhair champion, that's the lad.
Hitting on 4s. That was a terrible roll. That's 2 hits. Wounding on...
would be 2s, but 3s.
3s. That saved your beans a bit, so just don't fail a 4-up in run. You failed a 4-up in run, do you want to see that?
I think I will actually, yeah, because he's not done a lot this game, so
I know, he wants to do something, doesn't he?
give him a chance, shall we?
Yep.
There you go,
That's it.
top
Well
lad.
done. He is going to get tank shot. I'm hoping to roll him over. No more shooting. Let's just do it in a big one. It's just going to be them charging.
Cool.
And him charging that and probably tank shocking.
Okay.
So these lads, I don't know what they need. Let's just roll. We get +1 for this.
So like a 4 or 5 maybe?
Okay. They roll
I mean that.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're just going to sort of blob around here. This guy, I'm not sure what he needs into that guy. Let's roll it anyway.
A 5?
5, a 10. I'm going to tank shock. So that is 5. 12.
Cool.
5s and 6s here,
Yeah, he's only got 3 left.
Only got 3 wounds remaining. So we get 3, 5 and 6s remaining. Very cocked. I'm going to get 2. Oh, it's going to be 1. I can't believe it.
Mind you, you're decent in combat, aren't you? Because you're
And it can punch.
Well-beaten Land Raider, yeah.
2-up save against it. So I'm down to 2 CP. I could lose a Land Raider here.
That would be unfortunate,
that
mate.
bad rolling was pretty bad, but let's do some combat. So starting off with this combat, just to let you know, I did roll the worst 8 dice you can ever roll for your Blessings of Corn. And all I could use is a double 3 and a double 2, which basically is a 6-inch Pardon and Consolidate. And what was the other one, Carl?
Fight on Death.
Fight on Death on a 4-up. Good. And I loved Lethal Hits over here, and I'd have loved Devastating Wounds over here, but Corn has left the battlefield. He's left the chat, so he's Exalted 8-bound. You've used Battle Hardened, so
Yep, so that's my CP, yeah.
So I'm only -2 AP now. You've got 2 up save usually.
Usually, yeah.
So you could do alright here, you know. Hit on 3s. So that's that. I love some little sustained on but can't have everything, can you? Look for 3s again. Not a great roll. So we've got 5 4-ups, mate.
Okay, see how we do. So 5. So pass 2.
So that is 9 damage.
Okay.
9 damage. And we get 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks from the Slaughterhound. Really use once again thing. We get more attacks. How many went through there? 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 9. So the Slaughterbound.
Oh.
He's hitting on 2s, by the way. He is hitting on 2s. That has made your Land Fortress survive.
Oh, basically.
Is it? Yeah. Wounded on 4s. So you've got 3 more saves at minus. These are only at -2, so these are 3 ups.
-1, so 3 ups, yeah. So it takes
6 more damage.
So
Leave
he's
you on
on
1 wound.
yeah.
That made your Land Fortress survive. Great. The corner's well and truly left the battlefield for this
Mate,
time.
I don't know if he was here, to be fair to start with. Like,
it's one of them. It's
been a bit all over the shop,
I
innit?
tell you what, if
Yeah, run him over.
kill you and you end up killing this tank, then we might have to cut the recording for a couple of hours. So the Land Raider, see if you can flatten the little small guy with the shield. Hitting on the 3s. Be a lot better in Berserker Warband. Wounding on 4s, -1 to wound. So please, out of 4 dice, roll 1-1.
I probably will, mate.
I hope so.
I do.
He does! He gets ran over! So much for a champion, eh? More like an idiot.
You got this.
So end of World Eater's turn 4. Defense roll still in play. Bring it down, I didn't get it. He took a wound off my Exalted 8 round just to rub the salt in the wound. So, am I going to get rid of that? Am I going to get rid of that? That's on 1 wound. I'll keep it. I think I'll keep it. So, going into Leagues of Votan turn 4.
Cool. Yep.
Sorry everyone, I didn't have my mic on. Basically, I went downstairs, I think it was turn 2, and I took my mic off. And it's been in the hallway since, so if you all game you've heard a screaming baby, that's why. So, sorry, the sound's going to be rubbish this game. Basically, it's all been recorded from Carl's mic, so I've probably been very echoey all game, but just one of them things. I'll just beat myself up later when Carl goes home and sit and cry for an hour or 2. So, Carl's turn 4, recover assets, extend battle line. You're getting rid of that, that's do actions basically.
Yeah.
You're not interested in that at this point of the game. Extend battle lines, that's basically you've got it.
Yeah, so I had to spend the CP on the Hecaton to make sure it passed its battle shock. It got me that point for the 5, and then, yeah, I've got this sticky already. I was going to move the Terminators potentially around to try and get the Land Raider, but these guys are getting in the way, so I'm basically just going to shoot them dead and then potentially try and get it next turn. So
basically extend battle lines is hold an objective in no man's land, hold on a deployment, and you get 4 points for it.
That's it.
So it's going to be very close. It's currently a draw at the minute.
I think so, yeah. I think it's going to come down to I haven't got the speed to get out onto the battlefield to score anything.
You think?
I think it might come down to the centre objective, mate. You never know. Yeah, it's going to be a close one either way.
Yeah, it really is.
Cool.
So let's do some shooting. So first bit of shooting is the Land Fortress, shooting into combat into these lads. Me leaving that on 1 wound is not only denied me 4 points to bring it down, but got Carl 5 points for this objective, then got him another 4 points for extend battle lines. So he got 9 points, I lost 4 points. And now if you kill these, I'm going to lose another 5 points for the objective I should have been holding.
Kind of reminds me of leaving a rhino on 1 wound at the start of the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And it's in pretty much the same place as well, though.
Yeah, do you know what?
Yeah.
Swings and roundabouts, swings and roundabouts.
So these are the twin bolt cannons. So these are hitting on 3s into the 8-bound.
Do it. And that's because you don't get -1 to your shooting.
Yeah, that's it. And they're sustained 2, so that's 2 there.
Nice.
2 and 2. So you got 2.
So this degrades, right?
It does.
Yeah. It ignores it.
But it ignores it because it's got the battle shock.
Sweet.
So they ignore. So it is strength 6.
Toughness 6.
So 4s. And it is twin linked.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I was going to say that's 1. 1 out of that. Ridiculous.
Rolling like me now.
Still not a lot better, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 saves at -1.
Ooh, knocked over. 5 saves at -1. Point blank range into him. 4 ups. So 2 go through.
2 damage each.
2 damage each. So it gets 1, puts 1 down onto 1 wound remaining.
3s again.
So this is the autocannon hitting on 3s.
Yep. It's sustained, but doesn't get any that time. It's strength 7, so it'll be wounded on 3s. So that is 4 more at -1.
4 -1. What's the damage of this?
Damage 2.
Damage 2. So 4 ups. I could probably roll. I'd have to roll 3 because of that. What is my roll in this game? And then 1 for the Slaughterbounds. He passes.
Cool.
So you've got a big gun in his face, basically.
Big gun in his face, yeah.
Lovely. Big gun into the Slaughterbound's face. At this point, just kill him, please, because he's doing my head in.
So 3s. So that's 1 hit. And strength 18, so 2s.
2s, yep.
So that does a wound.
5 up, save. That is a 5. Look at that tree there. Is that all the shooting?
That's all the shooting, yeah.
Nice. And the jackals got blue into an oblivion.
It's worth a shot.
These lads are going to do a charge into the Land Raider. It's an 8-inch. See if you can get it.
Nope.
That's a 7. Sadly, a 7. So they fail the charge. Let's just keep recording. We'll go straight into the combat over here. Yeah. So the Slaughterbound, see if you can kill the Land Fortress. Sitting on 2s. So 1 misses and 5 hits. And then wounding on strength 10. I don't have thingy now, so 5 and 6s. 2 saves at -2.
Okay.
2 saves at -2.
Nope, makes 1 fail.
See if he blows up.
He does not.
He doesn't, but I finally take out that Land Fortress, which means my turn 5, I get my 5 points that I rightfully should have got in the first place, Carl. End of Leagues of Votan, turn 4. You get 2 points for extend battle lines with me killing that tank. And what was this? Recover assets, that's what you got rid of as well. So going into World Eater's 5th and final turn. So going into World Eater's 5th and final round, defend Stronghold I got at the end of Carl's turn for 3 points. Bring it down I got for killing the Land Fortress for 4 points. Now I've drew Secure No Man's Land and Storm Hostile Objective. Do you know what? Let's do this live because I'm not going to get Storm Hostile Objective. Let's draw a new one. Establish Locus. I'm probably not going to do that either, so ignore that. So basically I'm going for Secure No Man's Land. It's hold 2 objectives No Man's Land, so I'm going to keep him here. That's moved forward, keeping its bum on there and just getting a line of sight into them lads there. So while we're at it, let's just keep it going, eh?
Cool, yeah.
Shots into them.
So I'm going to do
might
the Void Hardened,
yeah, might as well.
Not a lot else to do.
So let's start off with some. How many wounds have they got each?
They've got, I want to say 2, like, so they've got,
for the heavy bolters,
there's a hero in there, so like character in there as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Heavy bolter. Ooh, that's 3 sustained. I mean, he's going to have 2 up saves against this, but wounding on
T5, so
T5,
4s.
so 4s, yeah. It's twin linked. Oh. So that is 5 saves of 2 up. But each one would be a dead one.
So 1's dead.
1 dies. Then we've got 8 las cannons. 8 las cannons. That's not too bad. 5 go through. Wounding on 3, so -1.
Yeah.
So 3 saves. Oh, do you know what? Let's re-roll one of them. So 4 saves.
Yeah,
-3, so -1 basically.
-1. Cool.
3 ups.
Oh, there
3
you go.
more die.
Actually, do you know what? I'm going to spend that to trade if I can
why
reroll
not?
1. Yeah, so 2 die. Okay.
So 3 altogether out
3
that
altogether,
unit,
yeah.
I've got a few bolter shots to go in there. This probably isn't going to do anything, but let's roll anyway. 3 hits. 2 saves. No AP. Second one, wound one, scratch one. So I kill 3, put 1 on 1 wound, yeah?
Yep, that's it.
That's not bad, is it? So end of my turn, I get 5 points for Secure No Man's Land. So a big point scoring turn, that one. And then I'm going to get rid of that for a CP. Going into Votan, turn 5. So you drew Storm Hostile Objective, Sabotage. You're not doing that, no?
No, I'm going to bin that.
Storm Hostile Objective, basically we're going to do it anyway. You're going to go into the middle there.
Yeah.
With your Hearth Guard.
Hearth Guard, yeah.
Yeah. And you want to take that off me, which will score you 10 points at the end of your turn, and the 4 points for taking that. Yeah. And would you have to kill that?
I wouldn't actually.
What's your OC on
Yes,
them,
I
lads?
would. Yeah, I'd have to
So
kill
basically
that
you have
as
to
well.
kill a land raider, yeah?
This is a very, very big Hail Mary, this one.
Very big Hail
Yeah.
Mary, especially when you've got Overwatch las cannon shots in the face. So, 8 las cannon shots in Overwatch. Let's see if we can get some hits through here. I'll tell you what, let's start off with the bolt. That seems like you've got 1-on-1 wound. 1 hit, 5 and 6s.
That's sustained.
It's a wound. That's just normal bolt at this one.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, mate.
So you've got 1 save, a 2 up.
He's all right.
Ooh. And then the 5 from the heavy bolter, nothing. And then we've got 8 from the las cannons. Only 1. And he doesn't wound because you are -1 to wound, sir.
Okay, magic.
Shooting and charging?
Shooting and charging,
Should we just do it all in the one?
Yeah, can do, mate. So I'm going to shoot into the Land Raider, obviously. So this is the shots from the Hearthguard. I'm not on an objective control anymore, so not +1 to hit. So back to hitting on 3s.
I mean, I might as well pop smoke for your -1 to hit.
Yeah, so hitting on 4s. And rerolling 1s. So that's a lethal. That's a hit. And then it will need a 5 to wound. Nope, so just 1 at -3.
1 at -3.
Or -2 because of cover.
Get cover there. Right,
Yep.
I don't think I get cover there because I'm
You get
outside of
smoke.
it.
Smoke gives you cover.
Smoke, of course.
Yeah.
I did not know that. He shouldn't give you a let's get to ground in that gives you the 6 up invuln.
Yeah, that's it.
So 4 up. I need to remember that smoke gives you cover. That's 2 damage, yeah?
2 damage, yeah.
It's down to, what do they get? 16 or 18 Land Raiders?
I think they get 16, same as the Fortress.
Down
mate,
to
to be fair.
14,
And
down
then
to
the hero will chuck the car will chuck his shots in as well, just why not. So he's got 3, would normally hit on 2s, but he's hitting on 3s because of smoke. And then he's gonna, that's a lethal, sorry. And then this one is gonna need a 6 to wound. Nope, so it's just 1, saving no AP, so 2 up on that.
2 up. Oh,
Cool, it's fine. Yeah. And then just make the charge, basically. So if they can charge in, they're going to need to kill
Snake
you.
Eyes will probably get you in, but...
Yeah, I want to try and get the distance to get him and then get on that objective. But
3.
yeah, we can pretty much call it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I think
so...
that's not going to get me in like
Do you
that.
think you're going to kill a tank?
No.
No. So, yeah, let's add up some scores and we'll see what's what.
Technology.
So the end of the game, the score is 74 to 55, we believe, to the World Eaters, but we'll leave the proper score on screen. So the World Eaters have managed to pull off their ambush, spill more blood for Khorne, and leave the Leagues of Votan scurrying and not being able to retrieve the relics of the Dark Ages. Victory to the World Eaters. Carl, put it there, mate. What a game.
Well played, man. Well played.
I am so sorry that the audio was terrible in this one. If you've got headphones on and you're listening on your laptop or whatever, you can just hear a kid playing downstairs, and then hey, it's one of them. I think it's really ruined my day, that, Carl. And I'm not even joking. That really annoys me, stuff like that. But it's such a good game as well, so close. The audio being off just is just a bit annoying, but it's one of them. I'm sorry, but I hope you still enjoyed the video anyway. You'll probably hear me throughout the game a bit echoey. You should hear Carl perfectly well all game. So
that's the important thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you were done well there, keeping your mic on. But yeah, good game though, mate.
It was, man. Yeah.
You know, I really enjoyed it. It was a long game, but it's just after 5 now. We started at 9:30 recording.
Yeah,
so it's basically like a full shift, isn't it? At work.
Yeah, they don't even get paid.
Yeah, exactly.
It was really swingy, man. Yeah, there was. I think obviously it's a learning game. I'm learning a new army and things they can do and stuff like that. And the worldies are very they're savage, and they're just like whatever they get to, they kill. I think I was saying to Sam, like by turn 4, your Exalted 8-bound and the Land Raider made it diagonally across the table to the opposite corner, and it's just like, there's not a lot you can do to stay away from them, so you've got to try and take them out on the way through. But yeah, he played it really well, man. Kept the centre really, really sort of contested the whole game. It was pretty much like you said, from turn 1, it was just a fight over the middle.
Yeah.
And then I think towards the end we were so low on numbers, but you got the speed, which meant you could get across the table and and sort of push me back in. And by the time I fought my way through, there wasn't a lot more I could do to get across, but I learned a lot, which is what it's all about, isn't it?
Well, that's good, mate. And did you enjoy using League of Votan?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're very different to the other armies that I play. They've definitely got some teeth, but it does feel a lot like you hit or miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you miss, you haven't got a lot to back you up, sort of thing. So I think a good Votan player would probably watch this and be shaking their head like, I've done a lot of stuff wrong, but I think it's got some legs.
Yeah.
You could say. I'm not going to say that. I think I might have already made that joke. That's how one out I am. But but if I haven't, you can have that one.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Yeah, how'd you get on with the World Eaters?
Do you know what? It's exactly as I thought it was going to be. I was always just wanting Berserker Warband.
Yeah.
It's like I said in my army intro. It's the Orc Warhorde curse, where you've just got one really good detachment, and all the others just want to be that detachment. You know.
Yeah. You're always missing what you haven't got from that.
Exactly.
Much, yeah.
It's just as soon as my rhinos were gone, I just don't have an army rule.
Yeah.
I kept looking at my stratagems, thinking, what can I use this turn? And there's nothing I could have used besides from at the end on my 8-bound. I didn't end up using it because it was for rhinos only. That's what I mean. It's just one of them that you could really build around it, but you'd need probably more rhinos, more land raiders.
You need a very specific list when you're
specific
just to this detachment. But then as soon as you're going into people who know what it can do, they just target your rhinos and take them out. And then, like I say, we were looking at the whiteboard and there's like maybe one strat on there you can use out of 6. It just doesn't feel good, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's but it's one of them. It's fun to use different detachments, but it's I'm always going to resort back to Berserker Warband for now. Fair. I think.
Yeah. Do you have an MVP then? Something that stood out for you? Or a Land Raider of the match, maybe?
Yeah, I was going to say probably the Land Raider. People really go against Land Raiders and say they're too expensive for what they do and stuff like that, but just having that toughness 12 vehicle with 8 las cannon shots.
Yeah, that's so good, man.
Yeah, it is really good in having that toughness 12 to be able to protect your 8-bound. I mean, the 8-bound did so bad with that rolling, but what didn't do bad? Khan rolling a 1 on his get back up on 2. The army just Khorne left the battlefield, and just the salt on the salt into the wound was me leaving my mic out there. But at the end of the day, they managed to just pull it off and get the victory at the end of the game.
Yeah,
I think what really did turn the game was you not killing that rhino at the beginning.
Do you know what? We were saying that, weren't we? Like, if that had died and then the guys had got out and then would have been shot and then obviously would have been not able to get where they got to, that would have made a difference, I think. And then what I was trying to do was clear this side of the table, because as soon as we were setting up, I was like, right, this right-hand side is just going to be a melee murder fest down here. So I'm going to sort of skew round to the left, try and push and clear that and then come through the gates. I was trying to do like a cinematic, hecaton through the front, of the gates kind of thing. Didn't get that far. But I'll tell you what, old Barry, he's a lad, isn't he?
I tell you what.
Top man Barry.
He's naff, is he? He put in some work, didn't he? What did he actually kill? He started off by...
so he started down here. He went into some...
He went into the rhino, killed that.
Yeah.
Oh, he killed something before that as well, didn't he? The spawn.
He did kill the spawn. Yeah,
kills the spawn in one hit.
Yep.
Kills the rhino in one hit.
Yeah.
It's just unlucky that I had 2 CP to interrupt, or he'd have probably wiped out most of that unit in another hit.
Yeah, I mean, as it was, he took half of them out, didn't he? And then... but then he did get beaten down. But yeah, for a 95 point unit, you can't ask for more than that. But
yeah, you can't complain there, can you?
No, mate, it was great, and learned a lot. Had a really good time. Always enjoy the games, and I think it was a bit of a nail biter, wasn't it? I think we spent more time thinking about what to do than we did actually move models and play the game.
That's where all the hours
genuinely lost, like just loads of thinking. Like, it's very hot in there.
It's hot in here.
Lots of sort of. But I like, because these kind of games, like, you ask the person you're playing with, like, oh, I'm thinking of doing this, what do you reckon? And you can almost have like that kind of talk outside the game, because you want the other person to do good things, for the game to flow.
Yeah.
And I think the fact we can have that kind of game, we know each other well enough by now, be like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. What do you think? I should do this. We have that little bit of a chat outside it, and that's a really nice way to play 40k. It's not cutthroat.
100%. 100%.
Help. It's that social contract thing. Yeah,
and it really does. That's how we end up getting so close at the end, because at one point we were drawing, and I think it was by turn 4 maybe.
Yeah, I think we were drawn in the middle of the game, and then towards the end we both got nothing left, and you just kind of took it away from me. But no, mate, great game. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, it was a really good game. So cheers for coming, mate. Sorry again for the rubbish audio. I'm 100% going to beat myself up about that later. But is what it is. I'll still put the video on, and hopefully it doesn't affect the video too much. I need to have a real listen back in the editing and see what we're looking at. I mean, if it's unplayable, I don't know. I might have to scrap the video, but for a whole day of...
I might jump off the roof, mate.
Yeah, for a whole day of doing this, I feel like I just have to put it on no matter what.
Yeah. Well, I'll watch it and give you a thumbs up.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Appreciate that. There's one thumbs up then. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get this on soon.
Cool.
It'll be before the giveaway. So if you're interested in joining a rubbish channel like this with very bad audio in a person who's kind of having a stroke and can't speak properly, then yeah, become a member.
What more do you want, mate?
Exactly. What more do you want? What more do you want?
Point, yeah.
So thanks so much to the members though for sticking with us, and to the subscribers. It massively helps the channel. Cheers to Carl for coming. You're an absolute legend,
pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure.
Obviously, all my guests, I massively appreciate coming on with your armies and spending all day here. It is a long day.
It certainly was today, mate. Yeah, in a nice way.
Yeah, exactly. Before we go, check out Rogue Miniatures, a commission painting company. They're in the middle of doing some little surprise project for me at the minute, so you might see that soon. So check them out. I've made a little video for them, so check this out and do not skip it. Hello everyone, I just want to talk a little bit about Rogue Miniatures. They're a UK-based commission company that focuses on above tabletop standard commissions. They've done commissions for daily dice, as you'll see on the screen right now, and they've always gone above and beyond to make sure I'm getting exactly what I signed up for. Look at that Demon Prince. Yeah, you know Lilith is ready to do some ripping and tearing. They also have an easy to navigate website where you can find the different services they offer. And don't hesitate to drop them a message for a free quote and use the code DailyDice10 for a 10% discount. They also have a sister company called Blasted Miniatures where you can get a more tabletop standard paint job if that's the type of thing you're after. And last but not least, they now have a podcast called Rogue and Blasted where they talk about things hobby related, and you can get to know the people behind Rogue Miniatures. Out now on YouTube. So don't hesitate to drop them a message for a free quote today. And don't forget to use DailyDice10 for that 10% discount.